And we are live. Sorry for the 11-minute delay. I planned to start at 9 a.m., but, I started 11 minutes late. I needed to go to the bathroom a bit, you know what I mean? I could have started streaming, like, you know what I'm saying? So, how's everybody doing today? And for those of you guys watching the replay, how are you feeling? Thank you very much for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoy it and you watch all the way through and, you leave a like. So let's go. I like to start today's stream off by talking about the Champions League, Europa League. The quarterfinals are wrapped up, and we know the semifinalists. There's only 8 teams left in Europe across the two competitions. And we like to do a little recap and just talk a bit about the semis before we get into today's video, which would be centered around the FA Cup semifinals and match week 32 of the English Premier League. So we're gonna get right into that, and we have a lot of content to cover today. We have a lot of content to cover. So let us go. Let's start with the Europa League, where quarterfinals are all wrapped up. This is the warm-up, so welcome to the stream. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Appreciate that. Let's go. So we have the first leg, Arsenal won, Slavia Praha won. But in the second leg, Arsenal destroyed Slavia Praha 4-0. I did pick up a little bit of that game yesterday. Was in and out of it, and because I was scrolling across all 4 games as well, but I didn't really watch a full match yesterday. But in the game, we had Arsenal 4, Slavia Praha 0. Arsenal on the road. Nicola Pepe in the 18th minute, Lacazette in the 21st, Bukayo Saka in the 24th, and then Lacazette again in the 77th minute to give Arsenal a rather convincing victory to book a place in the semis to face Villarreal. So it will be Unai Emery coming up against his old team, Arsenal. For Villarreal, they defeated Dinamo Zagreb 1-0 in the first leg and 2-1 in the second leg. In the second leg, we had goals from Paco Alcacer and Gerard Moreno, who scored in the 36th and the 43rd minute. And then the star boy from the game against Tottenham, Mislav Orsic, pulled one back in the 74th minute for Dinamo Zagreb. I would love to see Mislav Orsic get a move to another league, to be honest. I would like to see him, move to another club. Maybe not a Premier League club, but maybe a Bundesliga club would do well for him. I think he'll do well in the Bundesliga. So, bye-bye, Dinamo. Villarreal move on. And we have in the next tie, Man United moving on against Granada after defeating them 2-0 in the first leg on the road and 2-0 once again in the second leg at home. These goals came courtesy of Cavani in the 6th minute. Cavani on the score sheet again. And Jesus Vallejo scored an own goal in the 90th minute to sink Granada's ship. So United on to the semis, and they will face AS Roma, who defeated Ajax over 2 legs. So the first leg ended in a 2-1 win for Roma, and the second leg ended in a 1-1 draw. In the second leg, we had outgoing Ajax striker Brian Brobbey, who's moving to RB Leipzig this summer, scoring in the 49th minute, and former Man City striker, former Wolfsburg man as well, Edin Dzeko, scoring in the 72nd minute to put Roma into the semis. So it's Roma versus Man United, Arsenal versus Villarreal. So big up to the boy Finn. How are you doing, Finn? Thank you very much for coming through. The Formidables, thank you very much for coming through. We got Dupe in the house. We got Jamal Bolgar. Yeah, I watch a little cricket. Thanks for coming through. And those are the semi-finalists, guys. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on who you think will move on to the finals. Let me just pull up the graphic right now. I'll pull up the graphic, and so you guys could, get some visuals on that. Let me pull it up, the UEFA website here. And we got fixtures coming up. Semis. Got the semis coming up. Let me get that on the screen right now. So, okay. That's what we got. The Europa League. We got the Europa League here. And we have the semis coming Thursday, the 29th of April, 2021. Villarreal will host Arsenal. And Man United, on the same day, will host AS Roma. And for the second legs, they will be played on Thursday, May 6th, where Arsenal hosts Villarreal and Roma host Man United. Guys, we could see a situation where we have an all-English final like we did when Arsenal faced Chelsea. And could have both of them getting knocked out too. For my early predictions, I'm going to say it's going to be a Villarreal-Manchester United final because I'm picking Villarreal to go on to win the thing. Sorry, Thriller. Big up to Thriller in the house, you know what I'm saying? Big up to you in the house. Thank you very much for coming through. And, I think there will be a little too much for Arsenal. But from what we saw in that second leg against Slavia Praha, it could go any way. It could go any which way. And for the Roma Man United, it could go anywhere too, but I think Man United would want this trophy. And it's going to be some desperation stuff because for Villarreal, they win it, they go into the Champions League, they can't get it via the league. And for Arsenal, they have to win this competition if they want Champions League football for something they haven't been, playing for some time. Roma, I think they need to win as well to get into the Champions League spot. The last time I checked the Serie A, they weren't doing too well. Let me double check that really quick. So Roma 7th right now. They're still in with a shout to get top 4 though. But it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. So only United are the only team that really don't need to win this competition in order to get Champions League football. So, but still, they just want to win it because if you're in it, might as well you win it. You see what I'm saying? So the Europa League has been quite exciting this season. I ain't going to lie about that. And I've caught a few games, mostly watch Champions League. But the thing is, after you're watching football all week and then you have football on Thursday and then you have football on Friday again. Like we have a game today. We have a game today between Everton and Tottenham. There's football every day, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting heartburn just watching all these football games, to be honest. It's a lot. It is a lot. So that's it for the Europa League. We're going to move on and let's talk a bit about the Champions League. But guys, don't forget, if you haven't yet, check out cardsplug.com. Make sure you do so. All links will be in the description box down below. You could get a card like my boy Michael up here. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 15% off your orders. All right, so look, let's talk a bit about the Champions League. So in the Champions League, we have Man City facing PSG and Real Madrid facing Chelsea. And that came after, for Real Madrid, defeating Liverpool 3-1 in the first leg. And in the second leg, it ended in a stalemate, a 0-0 draw. So not much to talk about in terms of that, but Real Madrid did the job at home in the first leg where they won convincingly against Liverpool. The second leg wasn't a convincing draw because Liverpool had opportunities which they failed to put away. So they got themselves to blame there. So the comeback that everyone was talking about, it didn't happen. For the other side where Real Madrid would face Chelsea, Chelsea defeated Porto in the first leg 2-0. But in the second leg, Porto came back and defeated Chelsea 1-0, courtesy of a bicycle kick by the Iranian international Mehdi Taremi. But even though they won the game, which was played at the Sevilla Stadium, both legs were played there on neutral ground, it wasn't enough to overturn the tie, overturn the deficit and move on. And the two-time champs, Porto, got knocked out. So Chelsea versus Real Madrid in the semis. So for the other semifinals, or for the other quarterfinals, we had Man City defeating Dortmund 2-1 in the first leg, and yet again 2-1 in the second leg on the road, with Jude Bellingham opening the score in a brilliant goal by the 17-year-old, soon to be 18, but it was an amazing goal, man. This kid is on a whole nother level, man. He's very, very good for his age. He's probably the best 17-year-old in football right now. Is Camavinga still 17? I think Camavinga might have turned 18, but those guys are damn good, man. They're damn good. Riyad Mahrez hit a penalty in the 55th minute. Some may argue that it wasn't a penalty, but come on, man. Come on. The man hands the ball. It's quite obvious. If that's not a handball, what would be a handball? You see what I'm saying? But Phil Foden, after scored in the 75th minute after Dortmund kind of fell asleep on a corner. City took it short. Phil Foden blasted it in the back of the net. So Man City 4-2 across two legs will move on to face Paris Saint-Germain, who destroyed the juggernaut Bayern Munich. Yeah, you have to destroy them to get rid of them. Even if it's a 1-0 win, they got destroyed, basically. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? It only takes, you got a big balloon, it only takes a pinhole to destroy that balloon. You see what I'm saying? So 3-2 in the first leg. 3-2 in the first leg. And, maybe they weren't destroyed, but still. But yeah, you get the point. What I'm trying to make. Anyway you get past Bayern, you destroy them. Anyway. And 1-0 to Bayern Munich in the second leg. So PSG win on the away goal rule by scoring 3 in the first leg, 3-2 there. Second leg, Bayern won the game, but PSG won the tie. Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting with a goal. He scored across both legs, but even in defeat, PSG still move on. They will face Manchester City. So that's how it's looking for the Champions League. It's shaped up very nice. We only have 4 teams left. 4 teams. Take your picks. Let me get that page on. Take your picks, man. Take your picks, guys. Take your picks. So how's everybody doing today, man? How's everybody doing today? We got Thriller saying Bellingham and Harvey Elliott are the 2 best teenagers right now, in my opinion. Future 3 Lions stars. 3 kittens. Dupis says he haven't heard about Camavinga in ages. Yeah. Camavinga has, gone quiet. He plays for Rennes. I don't think Rennes doing... What is Rennes doing in the series, the League On, though? What is Rennes doing in League On? Let me see what Rennes doing right now in League On. I know Lille's doing their thing. Lille is on top by 3 points. Whoa! Oh, 6 games left over there. Could Lille, beat PSG to the title? Monaco are right there, too. Lyon are right there, too. But Rennes are 7th. So Rennes aren't doing anything. But League On looking good, man. Lens, they just got promoted and they doing well. But let's not get distracted here. Look at the Champions League fixtures here, where Real Madrid would face Chelsea at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium on the 27th of April, where I will be doing a watch-along to this one, but I can't do a watch-along on the Wednesday, so I'll just show up for the post-match analysis on the Wednesday. Can't do the watch-along. And the other semifinal, where on the Tuesday the following week, I will be doing the watch-along. So if City does go on to make the final, I will be there live. And then the next day, I won't be able to do the watch-along, but I'll come back and do the post-match analysis. See what I mean? So that's it for the Champions League. I would love if Man City go on to win the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to keep it real, and I'm just not going to get my expectations up high and say we get knocked out. And if we do, move on, yay! You know what I'm saying? But I'll be disappointed any way you put it, if we do get knocked out. So, who am I kidding? But it's a great look that we got past the semifinal, the quarterfinal curse and got to the semifinal. You see what I'm saying? So it's lovely. It is lovely. So Chelsea, Real, City, PSG. I don't know if I'm going to make a prediction video for that. I might just go live. We might just go live and talk about this. I think that'll be more effective to go live and just have a discussion about these games and, call it a day. These videos, they're getting lost in the wind, man. Something, I don't know what it is. They're getting lost in the wind. So that'll be it for the warm-up. Took 14 minutes. We talk about the Champions League. We talk about the Europa League. And now we're going to go into the Premier League and the FA Cup fixtures. So to listen, whatever you do, Dom, please don't lose against Spurs on the 25th. We need them trophy left since 2008. Yeah, the Man City schedule is crazy right about now, man. It is ridiculous, man. Before we get even into anything, I just want to show you guys the Man City schedule right now. This is ridiculous. And it's tough. It is tough, and it's very underrated what City are doing right about now. Because if you look at the schedule here, guys, if you look at the schedule, right? Let me get you the schedule, right? We have Chelsea tomorrow in a FA Cup semifinal. Then we got Villa next Wednesday. We got some time to rest, time to breathe, But then on Sunday again, Wednesday to Sunday, there's days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's 3 days. But we play Tottenham in another final. You see what I'm saying? We play Tottenham in the EFL Cup final. And then we got 2 days to breathe. And then we meet PSG in the first leg of the Champions League. Then you got Crystal Palace. Then you got PSG again. You see what I mean? Then we got Chelsea, So it's non-stop, man. And then if we get past, PSG, of course, we got the final. And if we get past Chelsea, we got the final of the FA Cup. So it's a lot of big games for Man City, man. So I hope Pep don't overthink this. I hope Pep don't, fool around too much with the lineups. You know what I mean? He's going to have to rotate, but please, Pep, do it smartly. Don't change 7 players and put Benjamin Mendy and Zinchenko in the same team alongside Ake. Come on. It is about time you win the Champions League. And I'm not even talking about with City. You haven't won it since you left Barcelona. It's about time. It's been 10 years or so. Come on, Pep. Aren't you longing for the Champions League trophy? Come on, man. So that would be a nice achievement, though. That would be a nice achievement. Yeah. Definitely. A few months ago, expressions was like Trophy Mourinho. Yeah, we need to beat Tottenham so they don't get a trophy. You see what I'm saying? I don't want them to get a trophy at all. Nothing for Tottenham. Nada. So, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to get straight into the FA Cup, okay? So, I'm going to leave that right there on screen. And we're going to get into the FA Cup talk. We're going to talk about these FA Cup games. We're going to touch on them quickly. And then we're going to move on. We could talk about them later again. But let's get these FA Cup games out the way. You see what I mean? So it's a lot of games to cover this video. So let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's go, man. So we got some insights here. Chelsea have lost 4 of their last 5 FA Cup ties against Manchester City. Just for the Chelsea fans who are, very, very hyped up about this and think, we could lose to Chelsea, but still, including a 2-1 loss at this stage in 2013. However, they did win their most recent such encounter 5-1 in February of 2016. Let's hope that don't happen. Man City have won 6 of their last 9 meetings with Chelsea in all competitions, drawing 1, losing 2, beating the Blues 3-1 at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League already this season. Yeah, that was very convincing. Man City have lost 9 of their 3 meetings with Chelsea at the new Wembley Stadium, beating them 2-1 in the 2013 FA Cup semis, 2-0 in the 2018 Community Shield, and on penalties in the 2019 League Cup final. Last time we met Chelsea in a final, we handled business, man. Kepa, thank you very much, Kepa and Maurizio Sarri. Thank you. Chelsea are looking to reach the FA Cup final for the 15th time, with only Arsenal with 21 and Man United with 20 reaching it more often than the Blues. Chelsea have won 7 of their last 8 semi-final ties, losing only to Man City in 2013 in this run. Awesome. Man City have won 9 of their last 11 FA Cup semi-final matches, though they have been eliminated at this stage in 2 of their 4 previous campaigns under Pep Guardiola versus Arsenal, both in 2017 and 2020. Well, Chelsea and Arsenal, so I think we'll be all right for that. I think we'll be all right. I do think we'll be all right for that one, man. I think we'll be all right. So We have Thriller saying City have depth. They can handle a demanding schedule. Definitely, definitely. And we got the hater boy Gervais saying you only win in the Prem this season. You see? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yasmin Abdullahi says quadruple coming. Quadruple coming. Love that one. Big up to the boy Ricky Swift in the house as well. Ricky Swift is saying ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, we're back in the house, Ricky. We're back in the house. Formidable saying rotation. Dom, rotation. Yeah, we're going to rotate it. We're going to rotate the thing, but not too much rotation, though. Definitely not too much rotation. So, Chelsea versus Manchester City tomorrow in the FA Cup. So, City, of course, are on top of the Premier League. Chelsea are, I think, 5th right now in the Premier League. So, Chelsea have just picked up a loss in the Champions League against Porto, but they still moved on. So Chelsea have basically lost, I think, two of their last 4 games. 2 of their last 4 games against West Brom and against, Porto. So those are the first 2 losses under Thomas Tuchel. And there could be another one incoming. There definitely could be another one incoming. So for this game, both teams coming off of Champions League matches during the week. So they won't be fresh like a lot of the other Premier League teams who did not play during the week. So it's a few days. Chelsea, City, Tuesday, Wednesday. They got a couple of days to rest, couple of days to train, couple of days to figure out the lineup. The thing with Chelsea is that they do have a conundrum on who they're going to play because Thomas Tuchel don't know whether he want to play Werner up top or he want to play, Havertz. Then there's Pulisic, Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi. There's a lot of choices. A lot of players to choose from. So that could be an Achilles heel for Chelsea where they do go in with the wrong lineup. You see what I'm saying? And get picked apart. Then you have the conundrum at the back as well where are you going to play Christensen, Zuma, Thiago Silva? You see what I'm saying? Aspilicueta, Rudiger. There's a lot of choices. Wing back, Pulisic. Not Pulisic. There's also Pulisic for the front line. But wing back, what's his name? Chilwell or Emerson or Alonso. Who are you going to play? Right wing back, Hudson-Odoi, Reece James. So it's going to be, a tricky one for Thomas Tuchel. As for Pep, his conundrum will be, is he going to start Zach Steffen or is he going to start Edison? You see what I mean? Because Steffen got us all the way to the final of the Carabao Cup, all the way to the semifinal of the FA Cup, and he has been the cup keeper. So is Pep going to be like, oh, you know what, man? This is a big game. Steffen, thank you for doing what you've done so far, but, we need a big game player here. Let's bring in Edison. You know what I'm saying? Personally, to be honest, Steffen, I love you and all. You know what I'm saying? You're from the USA and all, but personally, I'm playing Edison in this game. Personally, I'm playing Edison just for the style of play, just for playing out from the back, just for another option at the back for when we need the out ball, and just for his delivery and his confidence, his swagger and everything. I don't play Edison in this semifinal. It's over for you, Steffen. I'm not risking this thing no more. No more risk. No more risk. You see what I mean? No more risk, man. And I don't know what. I honestly can't put my money on what Pep is going to do in terms of 11 or who he's going to put in goal. You know what I mean? But we got to win this game. We got to get to the final at least. You see what I mean? We got to... Listen, if we get to the final, there ain't no losing the final. You see what I'm saying? Mason Mount. Yeah. Mason Mount for Chelsea as well. Have been playing well. He have been playing well. Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante. There's a lot of choices and a lot of decisions for Thomas Tuchel to make, man. For Pep, I think, De Bruyne has to play. I say you go in with the same team that you went in with against Dortmund, minus Zinchenko. Zinchenko was kind of poor against Dortmund, if you guys don't realize it. Cancelo, Walker, you see what I mean? Cancelo, Walker. You could Diaz, play Diaz. I don't know if Laporte is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Laporte is injured right now, but he wasn't in the squad, last team squad there. But if Laporte is available, I'll play Laporte and Diaz. Kovacic is out. Thank you very much, Dandy. I'll play. Yeah, Legend Suite. Big up to you, man. I'll play Laporte and Diaz. I'll play Laporte, Diaz, Cancelo, Walker at the back, and this is a game where, who knows, Fernandinho might play, but Rodri could do the job as well. So I think Fernandinho will play this game. So Fernandinho in the midfield, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne. We're going to have Mahrez, Foden, and Bernardo. Or maybe Jesus, whoever you want to play. But we're going to have a strong 11. We're going to definitely have a strong 11, man. You know what I mean? So big up Jersey Boy in the house as well. Thank you very much for coming through. You know, we're going to have a very strong 11. So I truly believe, you know, even putting whatever bias I have for City aside, I do believe we're going to win this game. And my prediction, the game will be at Wembley. My prediction would be a 3-1 win for Manchester City. 3-1 win. We might score all 3 goals before we concede that 1 goal too. But I just think Chelsea has been looking quite suspect in their last few games, and I think Man City are going to pick them apart. Man City are going to do the job. They're going to do the job. Last season, we got knocked out in the semifinal by Arsenal. It can't happen again. It won't happen again. You see what I'm saying? I'm keeping my fingers crossed, man. The game will be 12:30 my time tomorrow, where, you know, I'll be getting ready to leave work, and I will get to watch the whole game. And I will most likely get to, a recap. I don't know. A quick recap, maybe. A quick recap of the game, maybe. You know, nothing serious. Maybe like a short video, a short 5-7 minute video or so. But nothing too crazy because of the time tomorrow, though. Because of the time. Gotta jump. My wife goes to work. I'm, you know, stuck with Liam. And you guys know what it is with him. But guys, if you can, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. We'll definitely appreciate that. Let's get the stream up to 75 likes. The goal today will be 75 thumbs up. Let me edit that thing, get it out. 75 thumbs up. Smash up the thumbs up button, guys. Do appreciate that. Do appreciate you guys coming through. It's an early stream. You know, I like to start early. It's my day off from work. Start early and get things popping, you know, than to stay in bed sleeping and then wake up and have to rush to a stream. You know, I'm always working, man. I'm always working, guys. Always. So I'm going for Chelsea to lose, City to win, 3-1. What are your predictions, guys? What are your predictions here? Talk to me. Legend Suite 2-1 to Man City prediction. Jersey Boy saying, I think you'll win 1-0. What else we got here for the predictions? Let me know your predictions. Malik Anthony, great Dom, to be honest. We're going to lose 3-1. Oh, wow. Wow. What else we got here in terms of predictions, guys? Home of Bayern, Chelsea 0, City 2. We got Formidables 2-0. Myself is saying 4-1 to City. Jordan 2-1 to City. Julian 3-1 to City. You know, let me see. Dom, is your super chat disabled? Is it? Is it? Let me see something. I don't know. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Everything is on. It really shouldn't be. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe YouTube is bugging out or something. Maybe my super chat got disabled. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so, though. It's not disabled. So let me just check something really quick. Let me see something. It shouldn't be, though. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but guys, I'm going for you see, Ricky Swift is saying super chat isn't disabled. So I don't know. I don't know. Big up to Adam the Great in here. Adam, how are you, bro? Adam is saying, well, we only look sus against West Brom. Against Porto, we played defensively, which lost us the game in the last minute. I'd say City win, but it might be a tight 2-0. Yeah, I don't think Super Chat is disabled, guys. Definitely not. I didn't do anything to disable it, so don't know why it would be disabled right now. Maybe you need to close your app and come back, Thriller. Maybe that's what you need. What's that Thriller who said it's disabled? So let me just double. Yeah, it's not disabled. I just checked it myself. It's not disabled. It's quite good. Yeah, could be on your end, bro. Maybe you need to close the YouTube app and open it again. It's on your end. But I'm going to go for City to win the game 3-1. Got my prediction written down here already. 3-1 to Manchester City. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to move on to another game. City going to the final to face one of Leicester or Southampton. I got some insights for you right here, as you can see it on the screen. Interactive type thing here, so you guys could read along if you don't like my reading or if you don't appreciate my reading skills. You could read along right there. And guys, I actually switched up the thumbnail game for the weekly prediction show. I think it looks a lot better. The other one was a little cluttered, and I actually did that because of the integration of the FA Cup, where I didn't like how the previous ones look, but I think this looks a lot better. Let me know if you like this thumbnail design or the thumbnail with the club badges on there. I like this one. This one is nice, to be honest. I'm asking you, but I'm asking me too. I like this. I really like this. So, Southampton have won their last 2 FA Cup meetings with Leicester, beating them 1-0 in January 2006 and 2-0 in January 2008. Leicester beat Southampton 2-0 in the Premier League earlier this season. They've not beaten the Saints twice in the same season since the 2011-12 Championship campaign. This is Leicester's 8th FA Cup semi-final, winning 4, losing 3, and first since 1982 when they lost 2-0 to eventual winners Tottenham Hotspur. Having won 2 of their first 3 FA Cup semi-final ties between 1898 and 1902. Yeah, guys, the FA Cup is the oldest club competition in the world. Southampton have progressed from just 2 of their subsequent 9 such matches from 76 to 2003. Leicester have lost all 3 of their matches at the new Wembley Stadium, with their last victory at Wembley coming in the 2000 League Cup final against Tranmere. So Leicester doesn't have a good record at, the new Wembley. But guys, Southampton aren't going through a good spell right now at all, man. You know what I mean? So if you take a look at Southampton right now, if you take a quick peek at Southampton right about now, we have them defeating Bournemouth to get to the semis. And they had since then, which was March 20th, 3-2 win over Burnley, 3-0 loss to West Bromwich Albion. And that 3-0 loss was very, very unconvincing, man. They didn't look good at all. Or West Brom just looked really good on the day. But it's going to be a tough task here to play Leicester City. They have faced Leicester already, I think, a couple times this season from what I could remember, I think they played, or was it Arsenal? Let me see. They lost to Leicester. I could swear they played Leicester in one of them other competitions before. I think it was Arsenal I'm getting confused with. Yeah, I think it's Arsenal. I definitely think it's Arsenal. But as you heard, Leicester haven't beat Southampton twice, in a season. Let's just go back to this insight right here. So this insight, it says Leicester beat Southampton 2-0 in the Premier League earlier this season. They've not beaten the Saints twice in the same season since 2011-12 Championship campaign, where they probably did the double then. it's a tricky one because Leicester themselves aren't playing very, very good either. You see what I mean? They're not looking at their best. 3-2 loss against West Ham. They lost 2-0 to City. So that's 2 losses on the bounce. They did beat Manchester United in the FA Cup quarterfinal to move on. Beat Sheffield 5-0. Beat Brighton. Drew to Burnley. Lost to Arsenal, you know what I'm saying? Lost to Slavia Praha. So you could see a lot of losses have been creeping into their game there. And they got to get their act together, though. Brendan Rodgers, he got to bring in Maddison. He got to bring in the guys that he kind of punished and, froze out the team there because of some training incident. And, he got to put out his best team and try to win this semifinal to get to the final to give themselves a chance to win some type of silverware. The first silverware since lifting the Premier League a few seasons ago. You see what I mean? So in this game, though, in this game between Southampton and Leicester City, guys, what's your prediction? Let me know your prediction first, and I'll let you know my prediction. I have my prediction written down already, so your prediction cannot influence mine. So let me know your prediction, and then I'll let you know mine. So I'll wait as the predictions roll in, and let me get my thing ready for the Premier League discussion, because that's what we're going to be talking about next. The Premier League matches, that's coming up for week 32. Yeah, we are 32. 6 more weeks to go. Almost done. It's almost done. So in terms of prediction, we have Adam saying, I don't know, Dom. I don't know if Dom has said it, but Tuchel never won against Pep. Nah, I didn't say that one. I didn't bring that one up. If you guys want some insights on that, I could actually, let you guys know the stats on that. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll let you know the stats on that right now. So Chelsea, Man City, the managers head-to-head. So Tuchel had 5 games against Pep Guardiola, losing 4, drawing 1, and winning none. 16 matches for Pep against Chelsea. He won 8, drew 3, and lost 5. And against Tuchel, he has never lost. But I didn't mention that. That would have been very important to mention. But I did not mention that. So all-time FA Cup results between City and Chelsea. 4 matches. City with 3 wins. Chelsea with 1. So Chelsea have not fared very, very well against Man City over the last 10 games, with them only picking up 3 victories in their last 10 matches against City. The 2-1 win last season, June 25th. Chelsea 2, City 1. That win that give Liverpool, officially give Liverpool the title. Back in December of 2018, a 2-0 win. I could remember N'Golo Kante goal somewhere in there. And back in 2017, a 2-1 win in the Premier League for Chelsea. So Chelsea's 3 wins in the last 10 games have definitely came against in the Premier League and not in any other competition. So thank you very much for bringing that up, Adam. And in terms of the other clash, Brendan Rodgers against Hasenhüttl, we have Rodgers 3 games against Hasenhüttl, winning 2, losing 1, and the inverse for Hasenhüttl. Against Leicester City, Southampton, Hasenhüttl against Leicester, 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses. One of those losses being a 9-0 drubbing, and the other loss that came earlier this season where Leicester won 2-0. So, yeah, the 9-0 drubbing lives fresh in our memory, right? But Southampton have defeated Leicester since the 9-0, defeating them 2-1 on the road. So, Brendan Rodgers, 10 games against Southampton, winning 6, drawing 1, losing 3. So, there you go for some more insight on that. Do appreciate that, Adam. So we got predictions here. So Antoine Eugene, how are you doing today? He says Leicester to win 2-1. Malik Anthony Gray 3-0 to Leicester. We got in terms of predictions, we got home of Bayern 2-1 to Southampton. So Formidable Centurion said Southampton have nothing to lose and have some good players. If they turn up, they will give will give some game to. So the thing, Southampton, they should survive the Premier League drop. They should survive. They have 36 points right now, and they just need a win or 2 draws or so, 3 draws, and they're safe. But they haven't been playing well, man. They haven't been playing well since that 9-0 drubbing they received against United, and they beat Liverpool and all. And ever since they beat Liverpool, they haven't been good. You know what I'm saying? They haven't really been good. They picked up a few wins here and there, but they haven't been good at all. And Leicester have been in the top 4 for quite some time, but it seems like, they slipping, they falling, they can't get up. They slipping, they falling, they can't get up. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of rough for Leicester right now, where teams are on their backs in the top 4, and they gotta get their act together and fast. But let me read some more of your predictions right now, guys. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. Do appreciate that. So we got 29 likes. Let's get it up to 75. So Dandy Opposer 3-2 to Leicester. Dupe 3-1 to Leicester. We got Palomo, big up to Palomo, saying Leicester 3-0 easy. Myself 2-2. Southampton win on penalties. Okay, myself making it very interesting here. We have Shern Virgil, big up to you. Morning, good morning, good morning. It's early. And I ain't even had breakfast yet, guys. It's early. It's early. We got, in terms of prediction, Formidable, saying 3-2 to Southampton. Malik, 4-0 to City. Oh, wow. All right, so my predictions, guys. My prediction here will definitely be Julian. Let me get Julian saying 1-1, 5-4 win for Leicester on pens. Okay, so thank you very much. So my prediction for this one will be a 2-1 win for Leicester City. It will be a Leicester versus Man City final of the FA Cup. Well, who knows? Who knows who go on to win? I'll let you know in another video. So the final of the FA Cup, however, will be, when is the final? I got to get the final going. Let me see. FA Cup. Let me see something. When is the final? FA Cup. Sometime next month. Got to be sometime next month. So the final of the FA Cup will be May the 15th. May 15th. So save the date. May the 15th will be Saturday. 12:30 Saturday, May the 15th. So that'll be it. That'll be it for the FA Cup roundup. Not the roundup prediction, semifinal prediction. The Champions League and Europa League roundup, where it took us 42 minutes. And what we're going to do right now, guys, we're going to get straight into the Premier League matches. Guys, if you're feeling the outfit, you know what I'm saying, my tropical outfit, make sure you smash the thumbs up button or drop a compliment or something, you know what I mean? Just keeping it spicy, you know what I'm saying? Just keeping it a little spicy out here. You see, you got to be a little shiesty out here as well. You know what I'm saying? You can't be bland and, wearing a kit all the time, I haven't worn football jerseys in a while on the channel. You know what I'm saying? I've been dressing nice. I've been dressing nice. Swagger on 100 million, 100,000 million, a billion, trillion swagger. So, look, let us talk Premier League. So before we get into the matches, who's on top the goal scoring charts, you may ask? Harry Kane, 19 goals. Mo Salah, 19 goals. Bruno Fernandes, 16. Heung-min Son with 14. Patrick Bamford with 14. Top five. So we're not going to get deeper into that. So in terms of the last set of matches, let's talk a bit about the last set of matches, and then we're going to last set of matches, hit the table, and then we get into the discussion. So in terms of last set of matches, Brighton and Everton played to a 0-0 draw. We had West Brom 3, Southampton 0, Arsenal 3, Sheffield United 0, Man United 3, Tottenham 1, revenge for United after the 6-1 beating. West Ham 3, Leicester 2 in a thriller. I did predict a thriller for this one. And I did talk about it being a thriller in the YouTube short that I made, but I had to cut it out because it had to be under 1 minute. Newcastle beat Burnley 2-1, a really good come from behind win. Chelsea battered Crystal Palace 4-1, even with Christian Benteke scoring a thumping header. Liverpool brushed past Aston Villa coming from behind to break the Anfield jinx after losing 6 in a row. Leeds United shocked the world and shocked Man City by beating them even with 10 men, 2-1. Wolves, last gasp winner by Adama Traore, broke Scott Parker and Fulham's hearts shattered into a trillion pieces. Basically, their hearts shattered into dust. So that's a roundup of what's going on right now. Well, what went on in the last match week. So I can't get it right. Weekday, match week, get it right. So look, let's take a look at the standings. This is the standings right now. This is the standing. These are the standings. Sheffield at the bottom, 14 points. They are done. They're done. I think they could officially be relegated this weekend, guys. You know, they can because 7 games left, 21 points. They could only get a maximum of 35. They could be officially relegated this week. West Brom, who are on a surge, you know what I mean, a draw and 2 wins in their last 4 games, have 24 points. They crept up on Fulham. They got a game in hand, which means if they win, they pass Fulham. And we have Fulham 18th, 26 points. They have fallen by the wayside after really picking up some serious momentum and were hunting down Newcastle. 4 losses in their last 4 games. Seems like they have run out of steam. We have Newcastle, who won their last game and drew, had a lot of draws in their last, about several games. They picked up quite a bit of draws. But that win was big, took them 6 points ahead of Fulham, and they do have a game in hand. So that'll come in handy. Another win here for Newcastle. And it'll be Burnley, who are 16th on 33 points. And Brighton, 15th on 33 points. They will be in trouble. They will be in trouble of getting caught by either Fulham or West Bromwich Albion. Southampton in 14th, almost safe. Crystal Palace 13th, definitely safe. Wolves 12th, definitely safe. They will be back next season. And Aston Villa round off the teams outside the top 10 on 44 points here. Leeds are 10th. Very good. Return to the Premier League. They have 45 points. They have won their last 3 games and unbeaten in their last 4. Arsenal are 9th, 45 points. And they have one eye on those Europa League spots, but it's still, a long shot. And Arsenal would want to go on to win the Europa League, after beating Slavia Prague. Everton are 8th, 48 points. They have done very well this season. They have a couple games in hand. They have 1 game in hand, 2 games in hand to Fulham. And they have 48 points, 2 draws in the last 2 games. They gotta win. They gotta win some games. They actually play Tottenham today, so I will get to that game just now. Tottenham are 7th with 49 points. Lost their last game to United, and they're scampering to get European football this season as they have been knocked out of the what's the thing name? The Europa League. They could qualify for the Europa League if they win the Carabao Cup too, so that'll be another route. We have Liverpool in 6th. Oh man, I never thought I'll say this, but Liverpool are 6th. 7 games to go, but they are hunting down the top 4. And Chelsea just outside the top 4 in 5th. They got 54 points, 2-point cushion ahead of Liverpool. And we have West Ham United overachieving big time this season. 7 games to go. West Ham and David Moore is going to drop the ball. It doesn't look like it. 55 points. Leicester City, they are 3rd, 56 points. 2 losses in their last 2. Ain't looking good at all. Could they drop the ball? Man United 2nd, 63 points. And Man City at the summit, 2 losses in their last 5, which isn't good at all, against United and Leeds United. Man United and Leeds United. and 74 points. 11 needed to clinch the title. 6 games to go. Come on, City. You could do this. Don't bottle it. Don't bottle it. Some people are talking about City actually bottling the damn thing. But big up to everybody in the house, man. Big up to everybody in the house. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. Let's get this thing going. So, first game of the day, guys. Tottenham Hotspur, Everton. Everton will host Tottenham. Everton versus Tottenham Hotspur. So, Everton 8th, Tottenham 7th. Clash of two giant managers here. Carlo Ancelotti versus Jose Mourinho. 8 games for Carlo against Mourinho, 4 wins and 4 losses. Games between Mourinho and Carlo Ancelotti does not end in a draw. They don't. Record against Tottenham for Ancelotti, 7 games, 4 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. And Mourinho's record against Everton, 21 games, 12 wins, 5 losses, 4 draws. 5 draws, 4 losses. You know what I mean? You know when that happens, right? But it's going to be a feisty one here. So the last time these two teams met was in the freaking FA Cup, where it was a 5-4 thriller after extra time. That was a hell of a game. If we get something like that again, we will be definitely treated. And this season, Everton defeated Tottenham 1-0 at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So those were Everton's only 2 victories against Tottenham in their last 10 games. So it has been a good performance by Everton against Tottenham this season for sure. And both teams not coming off of favorable results, with Everton coming off of a draw and Tottenham coming off of a loss to United. Both of them needs to bounce back. They definitely need to bounce back. Everton are dealing with some injury issues right about now. And the last game against Brighton, it ended in a 0-0 draw. And you could go back, you look at the bench here for Everton, man. I spoke about this in the last live stream. Alex Iwobi, Nathan Broadhead came off the bench. Who the hell is Nathan Broadhead? You see what I'm saying? They had like 5 or 6 guys from the academy that came up. So they're going to be light in terms of the bench, though. Pickford is out. Calvert-Lewin was out. He had Allen out. Doucouré out. It's going to be very, very tough for them. It is going to be very, 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 very tough. As for Tottenham, they need to bounce back. We know Harry Kane has been on fire. Son going through a bad patch. He did score in the last game, though. And, Gareth Bale need to step up, definitely. Tottenham need to step up, definitely. But, guys, my prediction for this one, however, I'm going with a draw. Even though Everton would have their backs against the walls here, I'm going for a 2-2 draw. We will have some goals in this game. Tottenham, they can't defend. The defense has been very, very poor. And I'll be surprised. I'm telling you, if they beat Everton with their defense. They may just go on to prove me wrong, but I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Especially if Eric Dyer is named in the back. If Eric Dyer's name is on the freaking team sheet, it's a wrap for Tottenham. Remember, I said it first. It's a wrap for Tottenham. So, what's your prediction for this one, guys? This one would have serious repercussions in terms of the top 4 race that's going on right now, or the race for the European places, because both Tottenham and Everton are outside the European places. So, well, Tottenham do have the Europa Conference League place right now. I think it's a 7th spot. So, if the Tottenham get a draw, they get 1 point. They move up to 50. Everton move up to 49. And let's say if both Liverpool and Chelsea win their games this weekend, they could, further the gap between themselves and Tottenham, which is not going to be good for Tottenham. And that gap would go up to 5 and 7 points respectively. So Tottenham got to win. If they want European football, well, if they want Europa League or let's say Champions League, it's a must win for them. I think Everton, they had their chance, but they kind of falling by the wayside a bit. So I'm going to go for another draw. 2 draws in the last 2 games. I'm going to go for another draw. So what's your predictions here, guys? We have Julian saying a 1-1, myself 3-1 to Everton. What we got here? We got Sebastian, Everton 1, Spurs 2. Gervais, another 5-4, Spurs, another classic. So 5-4 to Spurs. Okay, another classic. Wow. I don't know if that's going to happen. 5-4 to Everton. Wow. Okay. Antoine Eugene, Everton to win 2-1. Odegaard 1-1. Oh, Odegaard, you're not hidden on here. Maybe it's a fake Odegaard. Maybe it's a fake Odegaard account that was actually blocked. Mick Anderton saying Spurs will fold and Everton will take the points 2-1. Thank you very much for the prediction. So Adam is saying, Dom, is there any way to DM you? Twitter, Dominic Rich FC. Check my bio. Check the bio. All the information is there. Facebook, the Dominic Rich Facebook page, which I told you guys to go and like. Go and like the Dominic Rich Facebook page. Adam, let me hit you with the Facebook page if you want to send a message. I haven't checked my Facebook page in a couple of days, but let me hit you with that so you'll know where to drop. You'll know where to drop the a message if you want to get me. So let me see. All right, give me 1 second. All right. Let me drop the message here. Bam. That's the Facebook page, guys. Make sure you go and smash the like button and follow the page over there. So what we got here? Dupe 3-1 to Spurs. We got Legend Sweet saying 2-1 Everton. Okay. Chan Tufani saying 1-1. Dandy Poser 2-1. What else we got here in terms of prediction? Gervais, I remember the fake Dominic Rich and Ryan's watch along. Yeah, it had to be fake, right? So what we got here? So okay. So that's it in terms of my prediction for that one. 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw. Everton would be lucky if they get a draw, to be honest. But 2-2 draw. Seeing that they really depleted. 2-2 draw. So what we're going to do is we're going to move right on. We're going to move right on to the next one. We won't delay. We had a lot of games to go through. We have already did a lot of content today already. Don't say already twice. Already. I've done a lot of content already. So talked about the Champions League, talked about the FA Cup. So let's keep this thing going. Newcastle versus West Ham United. So as you know, Newcastle, they've been struggling, but they have picked up some decent results lately, picking up that 2-1 win over Burnley in their last game. And for West Ham, picking up that 3-2 win over Leicester City. So West Ham are good. They're way up there in fourth position. They would want to continue their winning ways. As for Newcastle, they would want to keep, their winning ways going. They would want to keep picking up points because they would just want to get themselves out of that relegation talk, man. You're like, get our names out that relegation talk, please. I beg you. Thank you very much. Please, okay? Get the name out the relegation talk, man. So it's going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one with Alan St-Maximin back, with Callum Wilson back. It's going to be a very, very good clash. So the last time the two teams met, Newcastle did pick up a 2-0 win over West Ham. That was in September. But that was before West Ham did come alive. Last season, a 2-2 draw and a 3-2 win for Newcastle. So Newcastle have been picking up some really good results against West Ham, with West Ham only winning 3 of the last 10 games, which is kind of nuts when you think about it, right? West Ham only winning 3 and drawing 1. Newcastle winning 6. God damn. And they were all in the Premier League. So Newcastle has the drop on West Ham. as you guys could see. So Steve Bruce against West Ham, 20 games, 7 wins, 4 draws, and 9 losses. Against David Moyes, 20 games as well, 3 wins, 7 draws, and 10 losses. So he haven't done well against West Ham and David Moyes at all. And Moyes' record against Newcastle reads 27 games, 10 wins, 10 losses, and 7 draws. So, yeah, that's decent. That is decent, you know. That is definitely a decent record. So, with that being said, West Ham will still be without Declan Rice. But even without Declan Rice, they've been playing some good football. Ogbonna has been injured as well. You know, Mikel Antonio has been injured as well. Yarmolenko has been out for some time. I haven't seen Yarmolenko in a minute, man. Haven't seen him in a minute. So for Newcastle, they have their injury problems as well. Isaac Hayden, Fabian Shaw, listed here Jamal Lascelles, who have been coming up with some big goals. But who knows, he might just pop up in this game. So both teams dealing with their injury problems, but did pick up favorable results in their previous games. So the game between them earlier this season was way back in September. I can't even remember how that game went. You know, Newcastle did win, but Newcastle did, however, start the season very, very well. And they petered away, their form petered away over time. So as West Ham, they have been playing some really, really good football. A lot of 3-2 and a lot of 3-3s. They've been scoring a lot of goals. And the X factor has been no other than Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard has been on fire, man. Jared Bowen has been playing some good football as well. Pablo Fornals have been playing well. And don't forget the boy Aaron Cresswell, the ever-present Aaron Cresswell have been playing well. Fabianski in goal. And I know Newcastle are just picking up some steam as well. But I think West Ham are going to be a bit too much for Newcastle here. Am I going to predict another 3-2 thriller? Nah. My prediction for this is West Ham to win 3-1 though. They can't stop scoring. They can't stop scoring. And I think the scoring will continue. The frenzy will continue. And they will pick up 3 more points to put their stronghold on the top 4 place. I do want them to. I would love if West Ham get top 4. I'm just going to put that out there. I would love if they get top 4. So big up to Triller. Yes, $5 super chat. It did come through. So there was a problem on your end. And thank you very much. Triller says testing to see if it goes through. Woof, 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 woof. Woof! Oh! Thank you very much, Thriller. Big up. Big up. So that's my prediction for that game. That's my analysis of the game as well. West Ham are going to play a very open brand of football. Newcastle would sit back a bit more, but they would, you know, of course, try to counter with the likes of St. Maxima, who got some pace, who dribbles very, very well. Callum Wilson, I don't know if he will start. But the other guys, the supporting cast, need to definitely step up their game. Seriously, a lot more players need to step up and help out in terms of the goal scoring. It was a problem for them last season, and it's a problem for them again this season. You know, they're not scoring enough goals. And West Ham does not have that problem. They're getting goals from all over the field. You know what I mean? All over the field. That's not a problem for them. So I'm going to go for West Ham to win the game 3-1. What are your predictions for this, guys? We got Legend Suite coming in with the 3-1 win for West Ham as well. We have Mick Anderton saying, I have a feeling that West Ham are going to trash Newcastle. Feel for the tune as Bruce is not the man to take them any further. 4-0 to the Hammers. Well said, Mick Anderton. Well said. Appreciate that. So let me see predictions here. Myself saying a 4-3. Myself, you're just trolling now, bro. You back-to-back 4-5-4 and 4-3. I don't know. But let's see. You never know. You never know, man. You never know. Dildar, West Ham 3-1. Lingardinho 2 goals and Rice. That's if Rice is fit. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, you don't always need rice. You could eat a little lo mein. Or you could just have vegetables if you want. Or you could have bread. You see what I'm saying? Bread is fine. Bread is fine too. Bread is fine too. So I have a comment here, Adam, saying, I know Chelsea's my team and you guys banter us, but saying bad words or cussing in any way or form gets you timed out. Goes for talking about any team or anyone. Guys, keep it respectful. Keep it respectful. You know, I do curse from now and again, but it's not like, say, really directed towards anyone. But guys, be respectful to each other, please. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful. Be respectful. Be respectful to each other. You know what I mean? That's all it is, you know. A little cursing could, you know, it's not, you don't lose your shit over a little curse. Yeah, I just cursed there. But, you know, just be respectful. Be respectful, okay? Thank you very much. So, we got, in terms of predictions again, we got Odegaard 2-0 to West Ham. Lingard to score 1. We have Dildar, West Lingardinho, Ham 3, Newcastle 1. Jordan saying 3-1 to West Ham. So you guys are favoring West Ham. Antoine is saying West Ham to win 3-2 again. 3-2. So Adam, West Ham to win 3-2. Gervais, Newcastle 2, West Ham 1. I want them to lose. Of course you do. So Chelsea can catch up. It's a biased prediction, of course, you know. B2K 3-2 to West Ham. They always blow a 3-0 lead. Thriller, you don't have to always eat rice. You could also, Danny, drink water. Yeah, drink some water, man. You could go through like a fast. Just drink water. Just drink water. See what I'm saying? Just drink a bit of water. So, but guys, do keep it respectful. Do keep it respectful in the chat. And don't forget to smash the thumbs up button if you haven't yet done so. So, we're going to move right on to the next one. We have a lot of games to go through, so it doesn't make sense to delay. You know, time waits for no man or woman, nor child. None. So, we got a game here between Southampton and Crystal Palace that has been postponed. And Crystal Palace will not feature this week. I haven't seen anything. So Crystal Palace would be the only team not to feature this week. And there will be a makeup fixture from match week 29 between Southampton and Tottenham that I'm going to talk about. So Tottenham will feature again in the prediction because they play on Wednesday against Southampton. But Crystal Palace won't be in the setup today. Sorry, Palace fans, but we won't be talking about you at all. But, yeah, you know what? Let's touch on Crystal Palace a bit. You know, they are currently 13th. They got 38 points. And the last game, they lost to Chelsea. We know Palace are a type of team that they're going to win one. They're going to lose one. They're going to win one. They're going to lose one. They're going to draw this one. You know, that's the type of team that they are. They have won 10 games this season, drew 8, lost 13. And you see, they're just that team that's just going to balance out. They're the perfect balancing act straight across the board. Wins, losses, and draws. Very, very similar stats. So, Roy Hodgson, will he be back next season as the Palace manager? Maybe for one last hurrah. You see what I mean? Maybe Roy Hodgson is saying, man, look, man, I know I'm about to be 74. I just turned 74 and all. But I want to be there and retire in front of fans and not in front of an empty stadium. I want fans to clap me, a round of applause, standing ovation, scream out my name. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, call out my name. You know what I mean? Call out my name, man. My name is Hodgson. Say Hodgson. You see what I mean? From the top of your lungs, scream it out. So that's a little segment on Crystal Palace. So we got to move right on. Wolves versus Sheffield United. Oh! Wolves are doge too. You know what I'm saying? They're dogs. They're doges. Dogs. They're dogs too. So, big up to Wolves. You know what I mean? Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Sheffield United. This is going to be a good one. Sheffield are dead last in the league, while for Wolves, they are 12th. So Wolves would want to get to that 40-point mark, and they would want to pick up a win, and they would want to brush aside Paul Heckingbottom's team, you know, formerly owned, you know, managed by Chris Wilder. Chris Wilder, I still do think You are a wild boy, though. I do think so. Still think you're a wild boy for signing Ryan Brewster, man. Like, come on, come on. Should have left him where he's at, man. You should have just left him where he was at. You see what I mean? But that was a wild move. Guys, look, I'm not going to go too deep into this one. You know, Wolves have had their injury issues and the issues in front of goal. Pedro Neto now injured, out for a lengthy period. And we know Raul Jimenez have been out since about December. You know, Podence just came back from an injury and he's not hit top form. You know, some players have just been absent all season. Guys like Marçal, who was brought in, Nelson Semedo brought in. These guys haven't really had an impact on the team, in my opinion. You know, Diego Jota moved to Liverpool, so it kind of, you know, hampered the team a bit. They did bring in Fabio Silva, but, you know, he haven't really done much. But he's young. He's young. Give him a chance. Willian Jose, 11 games or so, no goals. He did get a goal disallowed the last time, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know. And guys, yeah, we could talk about VAR too, but I'm fed up, man. Fed up. VAR. Fed up with talking about VAR, man. A lot of dodgy decisions, a lot of so-so decisions, you know. But early on this season, Wolves defeated Sheffield United 2-0. And Wolves have only lost twice to Sheffield over the last 10 matches. One of those coming last season on Sheffield United's return to the Prem de la Prem. And even though Sheffield weren't good after Project Restart, they did manage to pick up a win against Wolves. But Wolves have been in way better form than Sheffield United. Adama Traore picking up some form right about now. And Traore scored the winner in the last game there. So to break Fulham's hearts. So he'll be pumped up and he'll be ready to go as usual. Podence will be ready to go. Willian Jose will be ready to go. Maybe he'll finally score in this game. So Paul Heckingbottom's record against Wolves, 5 matches, 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. Against Nuno, he has played against him 3 times where he has lost twice and drew 1 game. And that's when he was the manager of Leeds United. Those games came in 2017 and 2018. So for Nuno, 5 games against Sheffield United, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. And against Heckingbottom, he has never, ever lost a game. Okay, so we know Sheffield hampered by some serious injuries, hampered by, you know, just Chris Wilder leaving, him not getting it right this season. Teams figuring out Sheffield United, Jack O'Connell injured for the whole season, you know what I mean? It's just been, you know they say it's been hit and miss? No, it's been a total miss for Sheffield United this season. A total miss, man. So Wolves are going to be all over. Listen, they're going to be all over Sheffield United here. And I see, as much as I kind of feel bad for Sheffield, and I would like to see them maybe end the season on a high, maybe spoil a few parties, crash a few parties here for some of these teams. But I'm going to go for a narrow 1-0 win for Wolves. Wolves don't score a lot of goals, you know, since Raul Jimenez isn't there. Pedro Neto out. But I do still think they have the quality to get past a Sheffield United. Sheffield, this would be your opportunity to pick up a rare win. You see what I mean? So get your act together. Could you believe that Sheffield beat Manchester United this season throughout all the freaking, you know, mishaps that they've endured? So in terms of your prediction, guys, what do you have for me? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? So what do you have? What do you have here? We have Triller saying, the FA of England need to reschool all the officials on the rules of football and VAR at the end of the season. This surely can continue. I do agree with you. I do agree with you. So what we got here? What we got here in terms of prediction? Drop your predictions, guys. Drop your predictions. Drop your predictions. So we got Adam, Wolves to draw with Sheffield 1-1. This is the last point that Sheffield are getting this season. Sheffield would have let Wilder step down after the season. They should have let. Yeah, They should have done. Matter of fact, they should have let him stay on. See what he did when he go back down to the championship, and then you talk. But the board probably feels as if they put up a lot of money, and Chris Wilder, he was pretty wild with some of the decisions that he made, some of the players that that he chose to bring in, and they had to part ways, bring in somebody fresh. See what I'm saying? I think Heckenbottom was there already as an assistant, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. So I'm gonna go for a 1-0 win for Wolves. Dupe 2-0 win for Wolves. Formidables 1-0 to Wolves. We got myself 2-1 to Wolves. I see Sheffield getting a goal from somewhere. Maybe they will get a pen. Dildar 2-1 to Wolves. Sebastian 3-0 to Wolves. So we are gonna move right on. We're not gonna linger too much on this one. This game isn't have a lot of significance. So we shall move on. The next game I got here, Arsenal versus Fulham. The Gunners, they're coming off of a big victory, big 4-0 win over Slavia Prague, and they're through to the semifinal of the Europa League. That's the only way they could get Champions League football next season, or maybe even, let's say put at a whole European football. So, and they want European football because it'll be strange for Arsenal fans a season without European football. At least Europa League will do for them, you know what I mean? So, them coming off of that victory, they look good. They look good. And I realized that Aubameyang has been absent. I haven't really looked too much into his absence, but he did play that game against Liverpool, the 3-0 loss. Then against Slavia Praha, the 1-1 draw. He came off the bench, and the game against Sheffield United. I'm just Thriller. What's going on with Aubameyang right now? What is going on with Aubameyang? Because he didn't feature in that game against Sheffield United, so he is most likely out. Yeah, now it's coming back to me. He had flu. It's just coming back to me now. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things on my mind, guys, so I can't remember all these little things. He got a flu. Yeah, so yeah, as Thriller saying, he got malaria. That's a disease transmitted by mosquitoes while in Gabon on international duty. Oh my God. Oh man. Jeez, man. How unfortunate, man. How unfortunate. But it is kind of weird when you go from one, continent to the other continent. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I travel from New York to St. Vincent, it always feels strange. I'm like, God damn, I'm in the Caribbean. It's a different type of heat down here. Oh my God. It feels good though. It feels good. But you got to watch yourselves with those mosquitoes, man. Always walk with the mosquito spray and, the bug spray and everything. You gotta be careful when you go to these tropical places. So Aubameyang out, and I did remember that he was sick. So, Fulham, man. Fulham, they need points, man. 4 losses in their last 4 games, still in the relegation zone. Arsenal, they would want to keep picking up those 3 points. They have been a bit, so-so in terms of their form. You know what I mean? Winning 1, losing 1, winning. You know what I'm saying? So they need a good run of games. They really, really need a good run of games to pick up momentum and put some pressure on, the top 9, the top 8. Because they're 9th right now. They need to put some pressure on the teams ahead of them. If Arsenal win this game, they would go up to 48 points. And if Everton, say, lose their game against Tottenham, you know what I mean? Arsenal has a better goal difference than Everton. They will go up to 8, put pressure on Liverpool and Tottenham or even Chelsea. If Arsenal keeps winning their games, they could definitely be in contention for the top 4. I predicted Arsenal to place 4th this season, and it's still a possibility because, it could all come crashing down for some of the teams that's vying for the top 4 spots there. So it is not impossible for them to get it. So for Arsenal versus Fulham, 3-0 early on this season. The last time Fulham beat Arsenal was in 2012 in the Premier League. And there were actually 4 results between 2012 and 2011 where Arsenal failed to beat Fulham. But in their last 6 matches in the Premier League, well, they've only met in the Premier League in the last 10 games. Arsenal have won every single game. So kudos to Arsenal, kudos to Mikel Arteta for, that performance in the Europa League. And, they have been picking up some really, really decent results. And you go back to their matches here, 3-0 against Sheffield, 4-0 against Slavia, 1-1 against Slavia. That's unbeaten. Minus the game, the 3-0 game against Liverpool, they have been decent, you know what I mean? They came back from being 3-0 down against West Ham United. They beat Tottenham, but they did lose to Olympiacos, even though they went on to win the tie. You know what I'm saying? You put in the Olympiacos win, you put in the Burnley draw, you put in the Leicester win. You see what I'm saying? You put in the Benfica win. Arsenal have been decent, you know what I mean? I think people are losing their minds over where they're at in the league, but if you really look at the games they have played since February after they lost to Man City, they haven't been that bad. They really, really haven't been that bad. We know Fulham have been bad over the last couple games. This is a London derby. Arsenal are going to come out all guns blazing here, literally, all guns blazing, bringing out the big cannons like Blastoise, you know what I'm saying? And I think they're going to go on to win this one. I think they're going to go on to win this game. I must say Arsenal win this game 2-1. Another loss for Fulham. Another loss. I think Fulham are actually going to score first here. They're going to score first. And Arsenal are going to come back in the game and then break their hearts again. And we're going to see the expression on, his name, Scott Parker's face. His face. You know how he always has his face all disappointing, like he want to cry? That's what's going to happen. I'm writing the script right now. 2-1 to Arsenal. I'm convinced. I was leaning towards a draw, but I think Arsenal are going to get it done. I really think they're going to get it done. They have a spring in their step right now, and it will be a great opportunity for them to get closer, to get very, very closer to those European places. So what we got here, guys, don't worry about the dislikes. Every time you talk about dislikes, there's some dumb people who, come and watch the streams and they always want to add on to the dislikes. So just stop talking about it, man. You know what I mean? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Just make sure you like the video. You see what I mean? Make sure you like the video. So, yeah. So, predictions, guys. Predictions. Let me see. What we got here? Arsenal play good away. At home, they are very sus. 2-2 if Arsenal play at home. The game will be at home for Arsenal. It will be at home. So, Jordan, 2-1 to Arsenal. Formidables, 2-1 to Arsenal, hopefully. We got Formidables saying, Dom, I'm really hoping Arteta wins the Europa League. Well, I'd rather see them win it over Man United any day. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. If that's the reason, then yeah. You see what I'm saying? Then, yeah. So, Thriller, I'm just getting, I just have my boy hitting me up here. I told him to buy Doge 2 days ago. He says, he told me he should have put $2,000 in. And he's up $814 today alone. He put in like $900 and his account says $2,700. So he made $800 today. So yeah. Yeah, so it is what it is. So yeah, man, Arsenal to win the game. We got but back to this. I rather Arsenal win it than United. I rather Villarreal win it than United, to be honest. Let United get nothing at all. Nada. Ricky Swift saying 1-1. Dane, big up to Dane Richards in the house. 3-0 to Arsenal. We got in terms of predictions here. So we got Gervais Ole's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? They've got Pogba, Fernandes, and Fred. Marcus Rashford is Mac Barn and bread. The greatest of English football, they've won it all. The Reds, yeah. So all English UCL and UEL will be lit. Yep, definitely. So that's it for that prediction, guys. I'm going for Arsenal to win 2-1. You know what I mean? When I'm done with this, I have to actually go and I have to do a YouTube short for these predictions. So guys, look out for the YouTube short for these predictions. I'm going to be dressed like this, but I don't know. I think I know the background that I'm going to put. You know what I'm saying? I think I know the background, you know. I think I know the background, Thriller and Adam been putting me under a lot of pressure in terms of the background, though. Adam been putting me under a lot of pressure in terms of the background. You see what I'm saying? Been putting me under a lot of pressure, man. So I have to come up with some really good backgrounds. You see what I mean? So yeah, I do. I gotta be creative. You know, just think about me right now in this safari looking hat and this safari looking, you know, tropical looking shirt, and just imagine what it's gonna be like. You see what I mean? Imagine what it's gonna be like. You know, so Charles Blue Flag, how are you? So what the hell is going on in the chat here now? Myself, Thrill, he said your mom is fat. Oh my God. You guys need to chill. But yeah, we got some trolls. Guys, make sure you handle the trolls in the comments, okay? Handle the trolls. But I'm going for Arsenal to beat Fulham 2-1. Thriller, I didn't hear what you said about this game, you know. What did you say about this game? Let me see if I see what you said about this game. So you didn't say nothing about this game. What are your thoughts on this game, Thriller? Let me know your thoughts. So Chels, Blue Flag, fine. You know, thanks for coming through. Seeing some new faces around here. Appreciate it. So what do we have here in terms of, you know, thing? So Marcus Gavi, how are you? How are you doing? So we are going to move on. We are going to move on to the next game. We go into these games very well, though. We're picking up some steam. I like what's going on, right? I like what's going on right now in terms of the progress. We're not lingering too much on some of these fixtures, you know. So the next game I want to talk about is Manchester United versus Burnley. Manchester United versus Burnley. So what we got here, we got second position United, second, versus Burnley. Burnley right now, Burnley are currently 16th in the league, and they're not doing too well, but still, it's typical Burnley. You know, they just getting by. So early on this season, Man United beat Burnley 1-0. That was on the road. And Burnley did beat Manchester United last season on the road at Old Trafford, where the game will be played on Old Trafford. So the last time Burnley visited Old Trafford, it was a 2-0 win for Burnley, which was their only win against United since when? They did beat United in the Premier League back in 2009, and that was their only win. Those are their only two wins in the Premier League era. Before that, Burnley beat United back in 68, 69, and 67, 68, and back in 65, 66. You know what I mean? That's a long time. That's before my dad was born. See what I'm saying? And then in 63, 61, 63, 64, 6-1, Burnley beat United. God damn. Jesus. But, you know, this game will be, I think it's going to be an uphill one for Burnley. They did pick up a draw. They did get a couple of draws over the years, you know, against United. And these draws, the last three draws, Burnley's last four favorable results all came at Old Trafford. You see what I mean? Where Man United have not been playing their best football at. You know what I'm saying? They've been so much better on the road, so much better on the road. They have been coming back from behind on so many occasions. And, they're at home. And, when Ole is at the wheel, anything could happen. Even with a GPS, you could not find your way home. You see what I'm saying? So it is going to be a very tricky game, though. It is going to be a very, 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 very tricky game. So for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer against Burnley, 4 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. So Sean Dyche been doing his thing. And all 4 games have been against Sean Dyche. And Burnley, Sean Dyche is Burnley, but Burnley under Sean Dyche, 11 games against United, 1 win, 4 draws, and 6 losses. Not bad. Not bad at all if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bad at all. All-time Premier League results, Burnley with 2 wins, 4 draws, and 7 wins for United. So Burnley almost with about, let's say with about 45% of their games against United, they have not lost, which is not a bad stat at all. But they need to score more. You can't get results if you're not scoring goals. You got to score goals. They have a decent back line with the likes of Ben Mee, Tarkowski, Nick Pope in goal. And they have a lot of bits and pieces players around the field. I can't remember all of their names, you know what I mean? Very, very vague players. But, Josh Brownhill and Dwight McNeil has to step up. Vidra and Wood has been doing well. But Burnley have been dropping points from winning positions in a couple of their last games there. So if we go to the Burnley games there, against Everton, they did win. They did beat Everton, so that's good. But Southampton, they lost that game, and after going up 2-0, they lost the game. That's the game I'm referencing to. And against Newcastle, they lost the game after scoring first. So against United, could Burnley do something here? Against a rampant United team who are coming off of a Europa League quarterfinal win over Granada. And for United, who are coming off of a good 3-1 win over Tottenham Hotspur, a 2-1 win over Brighton. They did lose to Leicester in the FA Cup semi-final, but, they beat Milan. They beat West Ham, who has been playing good football. They beat City. So, look, I'm not seeing anything else here but United win. I'm going for United to win the game 3-0. 3-0. Very convincing. Completely wiping away Burnley. You know what I'm saying? Just wipe them away. You see what I mean? Bye. Bye-bye. Like there's a fly on your windshield and the wiper come up and just zoop. Yeah. That's what they're going to do to Burnley. It could be a tricky game because United, we know, are frauds. They could drop points, but I'm not going for them to drop points. You see what I mean? And people thought I was very biased, but I'm not. Big up to Josh Byrne in the house, who continues to be a member of the channel. I do appreciate that, Josh Byrne. Thank you very much. Also, guys, don't forget memberships are open to the public. So hit the join button and considering, becoming a member for $3.99 per month. It helped towards the swag. I'm just joking. I had these for a while. I had these things for a while, but yeah. Well, thank you very much, Josh Byrne, for coming through once again. So, guys, United would be too much, man. Cavani hitting form. There's guys like Greenwood who could always pop up. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, he loves to bully the smaller teams, so he would have a big effect. Pogba has been playing some good football lately as well. They have the likes of Fred McTominay to supplement the team as well. And, De Gea has been demoted. Did De Gea play the Europa League games, though? I didn't really check that out. Did not really check that out for some reason. I didn't watch the Europa League game between United and Granada, though. So, in terms, let me see. Yeah, De Gea has now been demoted to Europa League cup keeper. And Dean Henderson has been number 1. Harry Maguire, the ever-present Harry Maguire, will be at the back. Luke Shaw, Lindelof most likely, and Wan-Bissaka. So could Sean Dyche trump Ole Gunnar Solskjaer here? No. 3-0. What's your predictions, guys? What's your predictions? We have Sebastian saying 2-0 to Burnley. Wow. Dane, don't like Burnley. It's going to be an ugly score. The winner gonna be 1-0. Whoever wins it, winning 1-0. So what's your prediction? What's your prediction? Dane, what's your predictions, man? So we have myself saying, I hate to say it, but 3-1 to United. What else we got here? So what else we got here? So Thriller is saying Chris Wood with a bicycle kick goal from 20 yards. Oh, so Gervais is saying one day Burnley will win the Prem, and I would be all for it. 10 at the back and Wood as a long midfielder and striker. Wow. Very interesting, man. Sebastian is saying, but bloody Burnley. Mark Goldrich stuff. J. Rodriguez with a screamer. We have Ricky Swift. Sean Dyche will finish his career at Burnley after narrowly avoiding relegation for the 42nd time. Very, very creative. Very creative. So, Charles Blue Flag saying Burnley have numbers on Burnley. So, what else we got here in terms of predictions? So, predictions. Bring them in. Send them in. What we got here? Gervais, 3-0 to United. Fernandez hat-trick. He loves the small teams. Definitely Ricky Swift to say 0-0. Adam, United to draw with Burnley, 1-1. So, Felix LXC, 2-0 to Man United. So, yeah, man. Among Us is saying, hope we beat Chelsea tomorrow. I need that quad so badly. Man City fan. Listen, don't worry yourself. Formidable 6-1, Burnley. Oh, wow. Come on, bro. Come on. You're trolling now. You're tweaking. So, that's it. 3-0 to United. We're going to move on to the next one. We're going to talk about the Liverpool one. We won't be leaving that one for last. We won't be lingering too much. We won't be, it is whatever at this point in time of the season where Liverpool are sixth. You know what I'm saying? You're not the hot topic anymore. Sorry, Liverpool fans. You're not the hot topic anymore. Liverpool knocked out of the Champions League, by the way, by Real Madrid after, losing the first leg 3-1, drawing the second leg at Anfield, where all the fans were saying that it's going to be a comeback. But you know what? To be honest, it's laughable. You guys, and I told you guys this, and I'm speaking to all the Liverpool YouTube channels out there. I told you guys this. As a fellow YouTuber, stop doing that to yourself. Stop it. Stop with the delusional stuff. I'm calling out to you guys, all of you, whoever, if you think, stop being delusional on YouTube and give the people some factual stuff. Give the people some realness. Stop being delusional. Stop it. I don't like it. Stop it, man. Just keep it real. If the team ain't good enough, just say the team ain't good enough. But you'll say the team ain't good enough and still predict Liverpool to win. I heard a Liverpool fan said, doesn't matter what, I can't predict Liverpool to, I won't ever predict Liverpool to lose. I'm like, what? You kidding me? Nah, man. Nah, I can't with this. You see what I mean? So you need to stop it. You need to stop it right now. Stop it. Before I call you guys out. Don't make me make an official video and call out all of y'all. All right? But I won't want to start any drama right now. I don't. So, for Leeds, the last time they beat Liverpool was in 2001. And the best result that they picked up in the last 10 games, was that win and 2 draws. So, it's 1 win for Leeds in the last 10 games. Earlier this season, on their return to the Premier League, it was a 4-3 thriller. Leeds really treated us. I think that was the first weekend of the league. That was really good, man. That was a really good game. And they did meet each other in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, where Liverpool won 2-0. And they met in the Carabao Cup in 2009, where Liverpool won 1-0. So Liverpool have been getting the drop over Leeds United for quite some time. So, guys, start getting your prediction ready here. Start. So what I touched on. I touched on Liverpool getting knocked out of the Champions League. I touched on how delusional most of the fans are and the YouTubers, who are like leaders, and the fans, are like the sheep. And, you're leading the sheep into you're not leading the sheep well. I'm just saying that you guys need to stop it. Be real. Be real. There's a few real ones out there, by the way. There's a few real ones out there. So Leeds, 3 wins on the bounce, winning against City with 10 men. Liverpool, beating Aston Villa after the 7-2 drubbing, so they got their revenge. They beat Villa twice since that 7-2 drubbing, so they do, have their revenge. They got their revenge. So Klopp against Leeds, 2 games, 2 wins. 1 game against Bielsa, 1 win. And Bielsa have not won against Liverpool nor Klopp. This would only be his 2nd game against Liverpool. Leeds are playing some good football. We know that. We know the guys are versatile. They could play all across the field. They could play in any position. It's like total football there. And Bielsa, one of the best managers in world football. Even the best managers in world football think that he's the best, one of the best in world football. So it won't be a walkover, Standout players like, Jack Harrison, Patrick Bamford have been good this season with 14 goals. He has more goals than Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino, maybe combined. Nah, maybe not combined. But Calvin Phillips has been playing some really, really good football. You got to give it to him. Rafinha, the Brazilian, has been on fire. Guys like Luke Ayling and Alioski have been very good in the wing-back position. Stuart Dallas, man. Oh, man. Liam Cooper will be, suspended for this game after the red card against City. The team have been damn good. They have been good. If there's a few players I'm not mentioning, oh, man, so be it. Energy drink. But man, they've been good. They've been good. And I got to give him the props here. I got to give him the props. Young Ilhan Melier in goal. He has been awesome. But Liverpool have been a lot better on the road. They have been a lot better on the road than they have been at home. They have a lot to play for. The only route into the Champions League now will be to get top 4. It's top 4 or bust for Liverpool. They won't win any trophies this season. They won't win any trophies, which would be a very, very sad thing for the Liverpool fans and, all the Liverpool faithfuls who have been, being very braggadocious about how many trophies they have won lately. Oh, how ironic that you get none this season. That's just how it is. That is just how it is, you know what I'm saying? Not every season is going to be Champions League and Premier League titles, okay? Just know this. So their eyes would be on top 4. Their eyes would be on top 4. And they played well in the game against Arsenal. They played well against Villa. They have been playing a lot better. Their defense is still looking a bit shaky. You know what I mean? Trent Alexander-Arnold have been playing a lot better. I think Thiago had some solid games. The last couple of games he had been, a lot better. I'm keeping it real. He has been a lot better. Robertson need to step his game up a bit. Fabinho as well, in my opinion. But the front 3, man. The front 3 has to start scoring. With the exception of Salah and Jota. They got to start scoring. Firmino and Mane. Listen, you guys are on the suspect list right now. You guys need to step it up. You really need to step it up. So, Klopp. He just don't need to overthink this thing and make like 7 changes or something like that. You know what I mean? Like what he did against Fulham. You don't need to do that. You need to go in against Leeds. You need to play your best 11. You need to take James Milner out of the midfield. Please, take him out. Take him out. Start your best team and go out there, play the better football and defeat Leeds. It's not going to be easy. It won't be easy for Liverpool to get the better Leeds. City learned the hard way, and a lot of teams learned the hard way. I think Chelsea, Leeds played Chelsea recently. Chelsea couldn't beat them. You see what I'm saying? Chelsea could have beat them. But my prediction for this one would be another thriller. Leeds 2, Liverpool 3. That's my prediction here. Liverpool to win the game. 3-2. 3-2. Back and forth stuff. Swashbuckling stuff. Fun stuff. Are you not entertained type stuff. 3-2. Both defenses, very, very suspect. You know what I mean? You got to put them on the watch list. You really got to put them on the watch list, man. Very, very suspect. Yeah. So Liverpool got to win the game. They have to win. They don't have a choice. You see what I'm saying? They don't have a choice, because if you lose, you will lose momentum on the top 4. Guys, let me know your predictions as well while I let you know these next fixtures for Liverpool. 7 games left. They play Leeds. They play Newcastle United. That game is going to be very tasty. Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Crystal Palace. It's a very kind run-in for the last 7 games, with the exception of the Man United game. But it could look very kind on paper and end up being very harsh. Because when you have teams like Newcastle, West Brom, Burnley, you know what I mean, that are still fighting for their lives, or maybe they will still be fighting at that time and point of the season, you know, it could get difficult. And Liverpool, I think, have the kindest fixtures on their path to, achieve top 4 football. So what are your predictions? I think I did pretty good with that one. I touched on most things, you know what I mean? How better could I have done? You know what I mean? Come on. So Sebastian is saying 3-2 Leeds. Wow, that is shocking. Jordan, 3-0 to Liverpool. 3-0 to Liverpool. What else we got here? So Thriller is saying it's hard to stay unbiased in football, just human nature. Like, it's hard for me not to look at them big body gal them. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's very hard, man. It is very hard, man. Sometimes I gotta be real, you know, even when I have the wife there, man. In order to look at the big body girl, I have to actually tell the wife, yo, you see that big body girl there? You know what I mean? Like, you see that? The body real big, right? You know, just so that, you know, she doesn't be like, yo, oh, you just so disrespectful. You're looking at it and it's right there and I'm right here. Come on, don't do that. Yeah, man. So big up the Thriller, man. Big up the Thriller. So we have Ricky Swift is saying, you on about Craig from Anfield Agenda, Dom? No, not Craig. All of them. You telling me what, Craig? All of them. All of them. Think about them. All of them. Maybe with a few exceptions. So if you're watching this now, or if somebody send you and say, hey, this guy Dominic Rich is talking BS about you guys, you could be the exception. You could be the exception. There's a few exceptions. So yeah, I'm not calling no names. I'm just saying. Big up to Stefan Reds in the house, all the way coming out of Guyana. I think Stefan is a police boy in Guyana. Stefan, are you a cop? Big up to the cop boy Stefan from Guyana, you know. Coming in from South America. Haven't seen you around these parts in a while. You've been rather quiet for a while. You've been rather quiet. Come on, man. Where's the mouth now? Where's the mouth? So we have Palomo, 2-1 to Liverpool. Dupe, 3-1 to Leeds. Let me see. Adam, it's on the road for Liverpool. On the road. So somebody already told you that too. So we have Adam saying it's going to be a rare draw for Leeds, but a tasty match. 2-2. Liverpool play good away for now, but Leeds are hard to beat lately. Formidables, 2-1 to Liverpool, just. And we have Thriller Ricky. Those are very winnable games. Top 4 is realistic. Very, very realistic for Liverpool. Very realistic. Ricky, 3-1 to the Pool. We have Dupe saying even Ryan too. Ryan hasn't predicted Liverpool to lose this season, even both legs against Real Madrid. You know, listen, man. Listen, the most delusional Liverpool fan channel is Ryan LFC. Most delusional. Most delusional. See what I'm saying? It's getting boring now, Ryan. It's really getting boring. So, Ricky's asking, is your wife American, Dom? No, my wife is from Santa Lucia. Santa Lucia, the neighboring isla of San Vicente. Santa Lucia. And guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. You know what I mean? And Stefan is saying, yeah, I'm a cop. Big up to you too. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't remember how I found that out. I can't remember. I think it's on Facebook or something, or Instagram or something I saw. And Thriller is saying, pew, 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 pew. No, I'm not even firing the shots. I'm talking facts. When you fire shots, it's like subliminals. I'm not firing no subliminals here. None. No subliminals, man. No subliminals here. You know, I'm talking facts, man. You know what I mean? Antoine Eugene is saying, damn boy, don't do Ryan like this. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Ryan is, you know, he acts like he's big and bad, you know what I mean? And where's he at with his tail between his legs crying? You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And maybe he's not even a Liverpool fan channel anymore. He's a Jamaican football fan channel right now. So, yeah. So, Formidable say, nice place, St. Lucia. Yeah, I've been there a few times, though. Only at the airport. Never, like, went inland or anything. So that'll be it for the Liverpool-Leeds game. I'm going for Liverpool 3, Leeds 2. We got a few more games to talk about. We won't be forever on them. But let's touch on the next game that Tottenham has to play before we get into the other ones. That would be a run-through. Won't actually be forever on that. So AD744, how are you doing, AD? How are you? You know, how are you? So, big up to Stefan. Stefan saying, Stefan, I won't even get too deep into your comment there. I won't, because I'm not like trying to be grimy or nothing. You know, it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? People are just freaking hypocrites, and I don't like to deal with hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? So, we got, I like when you're real with me. Just be real with me, man, you know? So, Chelsea versus Brighton coming up. We got Villa, City, Leicester, West Brom. But let's touch on the Tottenham versus Southampton game. You know, Tottenham will be playing against Everton today. But Southampton will be involved in the FA Cup game that we talked about earlier. So, they would have to play a makeup fixture for match week 29 against Tottenham Hotspur. So, rearranged match. Found it, Spurs hosting Southampton. So Spurs, I don't know, their positions won't be concrete from now. We don't know what position they'll be in because games will be played. But just to touch on that game briefly, Spurs beat Southampton 5-2 already this season, and they 5-2. And the last 3 games, well, the last time Southampton beat Spurs was a 1-0 win in the Premier League last season. So they have beaten Spurs. They have beaten them also in 2019 with a 2-1 win. And those are their last 2 wins against Tottenham Hotspur, though. So it's going to be tricky because Southampton would either be buoyed or deflated from that FA Cup win or loss. So it's a tricky one. Tottenham, they're playing Everton, so they would either be buoyed or deflated. But either way, motivation could come from a negative or even a positive result. So, you know, you can't look too much into that. But Southampton has picked up some wins against Tottenham over the years. And, you know, you're going back, there's 3 wins. There's 3 wins in the last decade. There's 2004-05. 2003, they had, you know, from 2002 to 2003, they had some really, they used to beat up on Spurs, you know what I mean? But lately, Spurs have been the better team. 5-2 this season, and it could definitely, you know, be leading towards a Spurs win again. Guys, I'm not going to go too deep into this one at all, but just to hit you with some more factual information. Hassan Huto's record against Tottenham, he had some success. 6 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses. So he haven't lost 50% of his games. Against Mourinho, decent as well. Haven't lost 50% of his games, losing twice, drawing once, and winning once. So Mourinho has only lost twice against Southampton over 17 games, drawing 6 and winning 9. So, look, it's going to be a difficult one for Southampton. They are the underdogs in this game. Tottenham are expected to maul Southampton, you know, and I'm going for Spurs to win the game 2-1. Spurs 2-1 over Southampton. So, guys, share your predictions with me, please. And, I will definitely appreciate that. So, guys, do me a favor, just hang around. I got to use the bathroom, take a bathroom break real quick. I'm by myself, so it's pretty difficult to take a bathroom break. It's pretty difficult not to take a bathroom break and not have somebody else. So my boy Kelechi Iheanacho will hold the fort until I'm back. It'll only take about 30 seconds to a minute, okay? I'll be back. We're drinking all this water. Listen, I'll be back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you very much for your patience. Appreciate that. So, what were we talking about there? We're talking about Spurs Southampton. I'm gonna go for Southampton to lose, Spurs to win, 2-1. What are your predictions, guys? Share your predictions here. So Formidables is saying 2-1 Spursy. We have Southampton to win, says Antoine Eugene, 1-0. Sebastian 2-1 to the Saints. We got Dupis saying 4-0 to Southampton. Southampton lost 3-0 to West Brom. We have Dane saying 3-1 to Spurs. What else we got here? We got what else we got here? So we got, which game was this again, bro? I don't even know. I just wanted a gif of Iheanacho to put in a video, and I got that. So Dom, use your empty bottle under the desk. Ah, ha 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 ha, ha ha. Funny, man. Funny. You know what I mean? So Adam is saying after Spurs lose to Everton, they will batter the Saints. So you're predicting them to lose. I'm going for them to draw to Everton and beat Southampton. After they draw to Everton, they would need to come back. That's my prediction. Palomo, 3-1 to Spurs. Home of Bayern, 2-0 to Spurs. So we're going to move right on and let's talk about the Chelsea versus Brighton game. Let's talk about Chelsea versus Brighton. The very unruly team, Brighton. Let's go. Chelsea versus Brighton. And then we got 2 games and then we call it a day. What we could do really quick after, I'm done wrapping up the Premier League, we could check out the other leagues and see what's going on. Really quick, like a 10, 15 minutes, check out the other leagues, see what's going on in the other leagues, you know what I mean? So right now, Chelsea are currently in 5th place and Brighton are in 15th. So Brighton still needs points. They're winless in their last 2, but they have 2 wins in their last 5. As for Chelsea, they have a loss and a draw with 3 wins in their last 5 games. So, Thomas Tuchel, have lost a few games lately. And, the complacency creeping in. Chelsea are featuring again in today's episode because they will be playing in the FA Cup semifinal against Man City tomorrow, where I am predicting Chelsea to lose, Adam. And that's a 3-1 loss. They can win the game because we know Chelsea have quality there. But let's just assume City go on to win the game. Chelsea lose. They would need to bounce back in this Premier League fixture against Brighton and Hove Albion, who could be a very, very tricky opponent to face. So early on this season, Chelsea beat Brighton 3-1. The game before that, a 1-1 draw. And Brighton against Chelsea has been very, very one-sided, where they have 7 Premier League matches. 7. Chelsea with 6 wins and 1 draw for Brighton. So Brighton have never defeated Chelsea in the Premier League, and I don't know if they have ever defeated Chelsea. Let me just check and see. They have never defeated Chelsea ever, ever, ever. The first time they met was in the FA Cup in 66-7, and they forced a replay. And they haven't met Chelsea again until they came back to the Premier League, where they have lost every single game except for that 1-1 draw in the 2019-20 season. Do I need to go on? Do I need to really, really go on with this? Come on, do I? Brighton, they have been playing some good football under Graham Potter. The team has an identity where they have been a very, very attacking unit. But it's been a so-so season. They have been the draw kings. They haven't been managing games well. They haven't been scoring enough goals. And, their defense have been very, very suspect for the most part, despite having some decent players in the defense. So in Graham Potter's 3 games against Chelsea, he lost 2 and he drew 1. Yet to win against Chelsea. This would be Thomas Tuchel's first ever meeting with Brighton, first ever meeting with Graham Potter as well. So this is a new thing. You see what I'm saying? He's going into this a virgin. You know what I mean? So it's going to be an interesting one. With Chelsea, with their star-studded lineup, Brighton with their, bits and pieces, their, average to good players. Could they get the job done here? In my humble opinion, they do not. They do not. Chelsea go on to win this game 2-0. Brighton have not been clinical enough in front of goal. And despite picking up some good results, I think this one won't be a very, very good one. Chelsea to continue, their charge in terms of the top 4 race and to put pressure on West Ham and Leicester City and to pick up 3 more points here, in my opinion. They're going to be too much. Way, 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 way too much. So what we got here in terms of predictions here? What we got here in terms of predictions? Talk to me. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. AD, I predicted the FA Cup games already. Ricky Swift, Dom, you doing FIFA tonight? Bet. Definitely happening. So we got Sebastian 5-3 to Chelsea. Wow. Formidables, this could be a banana skin for Chelsea. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. And we have Errol Brown saying, Dom, Ryan say you are dead food. Where did he say that? Say it to my face. If I'm dead food, say it to my face, Say it to my face. Say it to my face. He can't say that. Can't say that. So, Ricky Swift, Dominic with the Sky Sports analysis. Thank you very much. Sky Sports, To the moon. Paloma 4-1 to Chelsea. Thriller with the eyeballs. Yeah, I know, right? Formidables, it has been a strange season. Liverpool versus Burnley. 1-0, remember? Yeah, it has. Liverpool have lost to a lot of teams, though. So Matthew Walcott, man. Barbados in the house. So much ash down here, but I'm chilling with some Banks Bears and locked on. Come on, City. Big up to Matthew Walcott coming out of Barbados, West Indies, or I should say Barbados and the Grenadines. Yeah, you guys are getting a lot of ash, man. The ash blowing over from the Soufrière volcano all the way to Barbados. So I apologize for that, though. You guys are getting a lot of ash. So we have the Formidable saying 1-1. Adam, I say 2-1 to Brighton. Lately, we haven't been good at home. 2 losses. 1 to West Brom, 1 to Porto. Just kidding. We're winning 1-0. A narrow win. Ha. You got me, man. You got me. You got me for sure. Guys, if you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, make sure you smash it. Let's get to 75 thumbs up or even close. Dane Richards 2-0 to Chelsea. Ricky Swift 2-1 to Chelsea. Old school Banks Bear. Make me want to drink a beer. I got Corona upstairs. I got to drink some Corona. I haven't even had breakfast yet, but I got to have a Corona. But that'll be my prediction for that one. That will be my prediction. And we're going to move on from that one. We're going to move on. We have 2 more games left. God damn, these games feel like they're not finishing. You see, when I'm doing this live stream, I'm 2 hours deep into the live stream, and sometimes I'm like, God damn, it feels like it's forever. You see what I'm saying? So Leicester versus West Brom. Leicester City would actually play this weekend too. So we've spoken about Leicester already. They would face Southampton. And they play West Brom. This is going to be a very, very tricky game as West Brom, they are a very resurgent team right now. It will be at the King Power Stadium. I don't think Leicester have been their very best at home this season. And, West Brom have, I think, a better record on the road than they have at home. So, look, it's as I said, I couldn't have used a better word. It's a tricky, tricky fixture. Early on this season, Leicester beat West Brom 3-0. West Brom's last win against Leicester came in 2016, and they had one in 2014 and 2010. So they have some good results. They have some very good results, only losing 5 of their last 10 games against Leicester. So they would need, a draw or a win to actually keep, charge and trying to get out of that, relegation zone there. So Sam Allardyce against Leicester City has a very good record. 12 matches, 6 wins, 4 draws, and he has only lost twice to Leicester City. Against Rodgers, though, having been a good record. 6 games, 1 win, 1 draw, and 4 L's. Probably when Rodgers used to be manager of Liverpool. So, yeah. So, Rodgers against West Brom. 11 games, 6 wins, 2 draws, 3 L's. And he has a very good record against Sam Allardyce. 4 wins, 1 draw, and a loss here. So all-time Premier League results between these two teams, West Brom and Leicester, they haven't met a lot. 9 games. Leicester with 5 wins. 2 wins for West Brom and 2 draws. So not bad. Not bad. But West Brom, god damn. West Brom has been under, a very resurgent team as of late. They have, picked up a few wins. And let's see if they could keep this thing going. They look like a team that's on a mission right now. 2 wins in their last 2 games, which is very, very promising. Very, very encouraging for the West Bromwich Albion faithfuls. They have 5 wins this season, 9 draws, 17 losses. Not good. But they have been scoring goals, even picking up 5 against Chelsea. You see what I mean? 5 against Chelsea, 3 against Southampton. They have scored 8 goals in their last 2 games, conceded only twice. And that's more goals than they have scored in about, I think, their last 10 games or so. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. What has gotten into West Bromwich Albion? What has gotten into West Bromwich Albion? And some may ask, what have gotten into Leicester City? Because they themselves have not been good in their last 2 games, losing both matches. So is the complacency from last season towards the end of the season creeping into Leicester City's game once again? Jamie Vardy has been dormant. Iheanacho has been kicking up like the Sofre volcano. Maddison has been dropped for disciplinary reasons. He could be back over the weekend in the FA Cup game. He could be back for this game. Yuri Telemans have been playing well. The team has been playing decent, but they just lack that cutting edge that we know Leicester are capable of, of having. And West Brom, man, going back to West Brom, swinging back over to West Brom, they've been playing with a lot of vigor, a lot of fight, and they've been very brave. I gotta put it. Mateus Pereira, their player of the season so far. Mbaye Diagne, a very good, winter signing. Okay Lukuzlu, very good winter signing. Sam Allardyce has his boys played very well. The engines are revved up. V12 revved up, man. And, I would, to be honest, deep down, I would love to see if Sam Allardyce could pull off the Great Escape. It would be crazy if he pull it off. But at whose expense? You see what I mean? Burnley, Brighton, Newcastle. I think Burnley could be sacrificed, to be honest. They could be sacrificed. Just going to put that one out there. My prediction for this game, West Brom, 2-1. 2-1 West Brom. I like what they're doing. I don't think they're losing this game. I don't think West Brom are losing this game. So What we got here in terms of predictions here. Predictions. Palomo 1-0 to West Brom. And he says, yes, West Brom. I didn't even see this comment. Martin Kolev, West Brom 3-1. Sebastian 3-3. Dane Richards saying West Brom 2-1. 2-2 to Ricky Swift. Leicester to battle top 4 again. Low Fat M16. 2-2 Leicester versus West Bromwich Albion. Big up to Martin Kolev in the house, man. Thriller with his top 4 predictions saying City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool. That will be the top 4 in that order. We have Ricky Swift saying Iheanacho is their talisman now, taking the torch. Yeah, man. Jamie Vardy has been absent like a truant. Leicester says Adam the Great. I almost said Adam Swift. Adam the Great says Leicester to draw with West Brom, a high scoring 3-3 to West Bromwich Albion. This would be a big point for them. I know I'm predicting a lot of draws, but I cannot see any different result. Antoine is also saying 1-0 for West Brom. Malik saying a 2-0 to West Brom. So a lot of you guys have a lot of confidence that West Bromwich Albion are going to do the business. And I'm also giving them that vote of confidence as well. So, guys, we got one more fixture to touch on, and that would be the Man City-Aston Villa game. I should say Aston Villa versus Manchester City. So let's talk about that one, and then we will get into looking at the other leagues and just winding down today's stream, which has been a good one, which has been another solid stream in my humble opinion. You know what I mean? And a lot of people like to look from the outside or judge a stream from how many views it got or how many, concurrent viewers it had at one time. No, man. No. The streams have been doing very well in all aspects, and I'm grateful for those of you guys who turn up. YouTube is not an empty place anymore. It's a place where there's a lot of people doing this now with the lockdown. There's been people have more time on their hands than ever before. I've always had this type of time. I've actually had less time than ever before because my wife she never used to work, but for the last year she has been working. So I've had less time. If I had made use of my time that I had before, who knows what could have happened? You know what I mean? If I was doing watch along for every game like a lot of people, who knows what would have happened? But it is what it is. I do appreciate the love and the following here. So we have Man City, Aston Villa here. So I see Adam is asking if Grealish is available. But remember, even if Grealish is available, he's coming back from an injury. So I don't think they're going to rush him in and throw him into an intense fixture like this. So it's up to them if they want to do it. Aston Villa don't really have much to play for. They have survived. Unless they want to try to hunt down the Europa League spot, they could do that, or even Champions League. But guys, in the last 10 games, Villa versus Manchester City, it has been all wins for City with the exception of a draw back in 2015. So City have been very dominant, picking up a 2-0 win this season in the first game against Villa. And if you go back to the last time Villa beat Manchester City, you would actually have to go back to 2013-14 in a 3-2 win for Villa. And that was a home win. And they did beat City in the third round of the League Cup as well. And they beat them in the Premier League 1-0 in 10-11. So they haven't had a lot of success against Man City. And even before the takeover, Man City used to get the better of Aston Villa. Villa have not had a lot of success over City. You know what I'm saying? It has been City predominantly dominating. I don't know if you could put those two words together, but yeah. Dominating Aston Villa. Their record in 79 games, all-time matches. Man City with 42 wins, Villa with 18 and 19 draws. And that's 137 goals comparing to 79 goals. So it's been very, very one-sided here. Very, very one-sided. And, City coming off of a brilliant victory against Borussia Dortmund. They did lose to Leeds. They did lose to United recently. But overall, it has been a magnificent season for Manchester City. 23 wins, 5 draws, 4 losses. Not bad at all. Not bad. United do have 4 losses too, but it's the 9 draws that messing up United and their progress right now. But United are the most informed team in the league, by the way, guys. 4 wins in their last 4 games and a draw. They are more informed than City. But for Aston Villa, who are 11th right now, they're not in very good form at all. And since Jack Grealish has been absent, their form has dwindled. They did, pick up a victory recently when Trezeguet came from behind, and, they beat Fulham there. But against Liverpool, they had the game to draw. They allowed Liverpool to come back and sneak in a late goal there. And they lost the last game against Liverpool. And think they will lose this one against Manchester City too. So despite Pep Guardiola and his team having a very, very rough set of fixtures coming up, Champions League against Dortmund, then FA Cup against Chelsea, then you have the game here against Aston Villa, then you have the League Cup final, and then you have a game against Crystal Palace, you have the Champions League semi-final. There's a lot of games coming up, a lot of games. The games are coming in thick and fast for Manchester City. But, it's going to be a very tough end to the season for Aston Villa too, where they face City, West Brom, Everton, Man United, Palace, Tottenham, and Chelsea. It's going to be very difficult for them. And the difficult end to Dean Smith's season will start with a 2-1 loss at home to Manchester City. I think they will score. They do have a lot of goal threat in Traore, Trezeguet, Ollie Watkins, and, even a McGinn or Grealish if he plays. But overall, I think Man City will be a bit too much for Aston Villa. So I won't be long, I'm not going to stay forever and talk about this one, but we should beat Villa, right? We should. But there's also a situation where Villa could get points or a point from this one. So Legend Sweet is asking, Dom, remember when Rodri won the ball in that game? I don't quite remember every single game, but thanks for reminding. Now that you have reminded me, I now remember. That was the controversial goal, right? That was the game that had the controversial goal in there. We won 2-0 still, but Bernardo Silva, the Rodri pass, that was, yeah, and then the Ilkay Gundogan penalty from the Cash handball. Those were the incidents here. Yeah, that was very, very, very controversial, man. That was very controversial. So I'm going for City to win 2-1 here. So guys, share your prediction. Share your prediction with me. We got Dane saying Villa 1, City 2. No CS, no clean sheet for City. Yeah, same here. We have Formidable saying, I'm just so proud of City for respecting every competition. Man, you couldn't have said it better. Formidable saying Grealish will be a doubt. We have, took it off Mings from an offside position. And then they later changed the rule. Yeah, because City, brought that to your attention that the rule needed to be changed. Okay. Dupe, Dom, remember that Diaz interception, the little touch? If he didn't do it, it would have been a goal. Diaz have been big. Too many big moments to remember every single one of them this season. So Adam saying City to win and keep a clean sheet, but they will fight for it. 2-0, and both goals will be likely to score in the 15 minutes. I don't want that. Julian, 3-0 to City. Formidable's 2-0 to City. So with that being said, guys, what we're going to do right now, that's the end of the Premier League and the FA Cup prediction show. Took me 2 hours, 18 minutes. We're going to take the next 12 minutes to check out and see what's going on in the other leagues, and then we'll call it a day for today's stream. So the standings right now in the Bundesliga, 5 points ahead of Leipzig are Bayern Munich, who just got knocked out of the Champions League. By the way, got to mention that. And seems like they're going to go on to win yet another Bundesliga title. There's only, 6 games to go for that season, 34-match season. But without Robert Lewandowski, I don't know if he's going to come back. It could be very tricky. Leipzig would be hoping that they drop points in some upcoming games and they go on to win. I would actually love if Leipzig win the damn Bundesliga, to just rub it in some people's faces that a team, formed in 2009 go on to win the freaking Bundesliga. Wolfsburg, a third. Very good, man. Wolfsburg will be in the Champions League next season, it seems. This is very, very impressive. Frankfurt in the Champions League as well. Very, very impressive. It's very refreshing, to be honest, to see some new teams in the Champions League. I ain't going to lie about that. Dortmund struggling as usual. 7 points behind. Could they come back and get the Champions League spot? Dortmund need to just chill, man. Let play Europa League. Play Europa League. Leverkusen are right behind them. Union Berlin are doing well. Who knows? They can creep into like a Conference League spot maybe. Gladbach, very disappointing, man. Very disappointing. And it has also been announced that Adi Hütter, the current manager of Eintracht Frankfurt, how stupid! Listen, how stupid! I don't understand these guys, man. I don't understand these guys. How stupid, man. So, Thriller is asking, who is your City player of the season so far? Name only one player. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Name only one player. I would actually give it to Ruben Dias. I know, Kevin De Bruyne has been good. Foden has been good. Gundogan has been good. Stones have been good, but a few blemishes there. I'll give it to Diaz because the defense is very important. But yeah, man, this guy Adi Hütter, man. Adi Hütter, you're taking Frankfurt to the Champions League, it seems, and then you're going to leave them and join Gladbach? Like, doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make no sense at all to me. No sense. And it's the same thing like these decisions, man. These decisions, and then, Marco Rose leaving Gladbach to join Dortmund and then messing up Gladbach's progress, which was really good. The Bundesliga is kind of weird, man. It's a weird place. It's a very weird place. You see what I mean? Very, very weird place if you ask me. So let's just check back this table and move right on to the next league. We got Union. Big up to Union Berlin. They're doing a great job. They recently just got promoted, I think, to the Bundesliga for the first time. A couple seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. Stuttgart, recently promoted, doing well. Freiburg, something like the Burnley of that league. They're doing very, very well. Augsburg, these teams are doing well. Hoffenheim, not so well. They're 12th. Werder Bremen, not so well. 13th. Mainz, 14th. Hertha. Oh, man, it hurts to see them down at the bottom. They're struggling with Arminia Bielefeld for the, the relegation playoff spot there. Big up to Donovan McCrabb as well. Cologne, still alive. And Schalke, definitely relegated. Whoa, they picked up a win. Schalke got a win. And they picked up a win against Augsburg. Oh, my God. They can't survive anymore, right? Can't survive. They picked up a second win after they beat Hoffenheim. Matthew Happ with a hat-trick. I can't forget that. Who scored in this game? Let me check. Was it Happ? Suat Seda. Early goal. He's injured a lot. But, yeah, man. That'll do it for the Bundesliga. Stats. Goals. Stats, guys. Robert Lewandowski, 35 goals. Andre Silva doing well at Frankfurt, 23 goals. Erling Haaland with 21. Wout Weghorst, the Dutchman, with 18 for Wolfsburg. That's why they're doing so well. Kramaric with 14. Sasha Kalajic. I think he's Austrian. This man is on fire. He had 14 goals for for Stuttgart. Assist charts is led by Muller with 16. Filip Kostic with 11, the Frankfurt man, the Serbian. Daichi Kamada with 10. Awesome season for Kamada. We got Jonas Hoffman with 10 and Joshua Kimmich with 10. So Nicholas Hoffler, yellow cards, he got 10. Damn. I'm not going to go too deep into this. Alphonso Davies with the red card. Okay, So that's it. That's it. So I'm not taking comments for these leagues. I'm just gonna react, and you guys are gonna, just look at what's going on. Let's take a look at the Serie A right now. See what's going on there. Just checking up on the other leagues. Inter Milan looks like they are gonna seal the title. They have only lost twice this season. They got 74 points. And I like to take the time to say big congratulations to Antonio Conte and Internazionale Milano for winning the Serie A. Congrats. It's yours. It is yours, man. Take it, run with it, and celebrate. Celebrate. It's been a while since Inter actually won the Serie A title as well. It's been Juventus every single season. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to see Inter actually doing it. It's really nice to see. It's actually refreshing. Inter does have 18 Scudettos. And the last time they won the Scudetto was in 2009-10. I think they also won the Champions League that season. So that was the last time. The last time they actually won anything of note was the Club World Cup back in 10-11. And they won the Italian Cup in 10-11, Italian Super Cup in 10-11. And they won the Italian Cup in 9-10. And they won the champion. They actually did a treble in the 9-10 season by winning the Italian Cup, which is the Coppa Italia, the Scudetto, and the Champions League under Jose Mourinho. So that was the last time they won the Serie A title. So it's been 11 seasons. It's been 10 seasons since they won something. So yeah, man, yeah. And if you look at what Inter Milan have done there, it's really good. Big up to the boy Romelu Lukaku, man. He's been really, really amazing for them. AC Milan, very disappointing in what they have done. I would have liked to see them win the title because they themselves, have been in the, wilderness for some time as well. You know what I'm saying? So for them, they were doing so well and they just fell by the wayside. And bam, they have 18 Scudettos as well. You know what I mean? So very, very, very iconic team. And the last time they won the Scudetto was in 10-11. So they haven't won that in a while. It's been a long, long time. And they won the Italian Super Cup twice, but they won that Italian Super Cup not winning the league nor winning the cup. They just won it because Juventus probably won everything that season. You know what I'm saying? So they themselves needed to win something, and they need to be in the Champions League again. They have not been in the Champions League for some time. So AC Milan will, I think, be in the Champions League. They have 63 points. Are they going to bottle that too? It's not guaranteed. Juventus, oh man, thank God they're not winning the Serie A this season. Thank God. They've been winning it every single, how many they got? Like 8 in a row or something like that? Thank God. The team that I picked to win the Scudetto in Atalanta, they flopped out, but it seems like they are on course to get Champions League, but they have stiff competition here from Napoli and Lazio and even Roma. So the top 7, I think, is sealed. And outside of the top 7, you have Sassuolo, Verona, who has been a very tricky team to play despite losing 4 of their last 5 games there. Sampdoria, 36 points. Bologna, Udinese, Genoa, all looking like they're heading towards safety. Spezia, 32 points and 14. Fiorentina not doing too well. 30 games, 30 points. Benevento, not doing too badly. I think they recently beat Juventus. They got 30 points. And Torino just outside the relegation zone. They do have a 5-point cushion and a game in hand over Cagliari, who looks like, they take a lot for them to get out of the relegation zone. Parma, who did come back to the Serie A, but seems like they're going to go down. They got 20 points. And lowly Crotone at the bottom. So that's it for the Serie A. Let's take a look at what's going on in La Liga. La Liga is looking good, though. La Liga is looking really, really good. It's looking very, very tasty. where we have Atletico de Madrid, 30 games played. Atletico Madrid, 67 points. Good stuff, good stuff. But they have been faltering of late. A draw, a loss, a draw. What if you had picked up points in all those? Well, for Real Madrid, they have 66 points. Barcelona, they got 65. These teams have been a lot better than Atletico Madrid lately. And Sevilla are still in the hunt with 61 points. So the top four have separated themselves from the rest. So we know the teams that will be in the Champions League from La Liga next season. These four teams. These four. And Villarreal could book a place by winning the Europa League as well. So outside the top four, Real Sociedad, they are 5th. Betis a 6th. Villarreal a 7th. Granada a 8th with a 7-point gap between themselves and 7th. Levante, oh wow, they're doing pretty decent this season. Celta Vigo are doing a lot better than they did last season. Athletic Club Bilbao, bit struggling there. A lot of draws. Cadiz, recently promoted. You know, they're doing well. Despite that whole incident, I think, with some racist thing going on in one of their games. You know, do better, Cadiz. Do better. Valencia, struggling. Osasuna, 14th. Getafe, 15th. Getafe was good over the last 2 seasons, but seems like, you know, they're back to their old ways. Huesca, 16th. Valladolid, 17th, just outside the relegation zone. Elche, Alaves, and Eibar are in the relegation zone, and it is still tight. And those last 3 teams I named haven't won in their last 5 games each. So that's it for La Liga. Let's take a look at Ligue 1. Let's take a look at Ligue 1 and see what's going on in Ligue 1, where Lille are on top of the charts. After 32 games, 6 to go, they have 69 points. Could they go on and lift the damn thing over PSG? Ooh, I think Montpellier, I was corrected. Montpellier was the last team after Monaco and Lille to win the Ligue 1 title. And it has been all PSG otherwise, you know. Lyon needs a win. Lyon needs to win the title. It was Lyon and Marseille, I think, used to dominate the French league, but now it's PSG. It's definitely PSG, you know, who are second. Could they overturn that that 3-point deficit and actually get past Lille? It's left to be seen. It's going to be very, very close. We should actually, every stream we do, take a look at this. We should take a look at this and you know, we should take a look at this and just you know, take a look at this every stream. You see what I'm saying? And keep tabs on what's going on. Take a little 15 minutes and show the other leagues some love. What I'm impressed with, though, Monaco looks good. Lyon looks good. You know, they've been doing a business there. What I'm impressed with, however, is Lens. They have been doing very well. And I think they recently got promoted. You know, because if you check the 2019-20 table, Lens is not in the table. You see that? So they are newly promoted and they are doing the damn thing. So big up to them, man. Big up to them. Marseille, a 6th. Rennes, 7. Montpellier, 8. Nice, 9th. Metz, 10th. Angers, 11th. Reims, 12th. Saint-Etienne, 13th. Strasbourg, 14th. You got Bordeaux, 15th. Stade Brest, 16th. Lorient, I think they just got promoted as well. They're 17th. And in the relegation zone are Nice. Nantes, I'm really surprised that Nantes are in the relegation zone right now. Really, really surprised Nantes are in the relegation zone. But there's a playoff, so if they could get out of there, there'll be a playoff. I think they do have a playoff in France as well. You know, so only 2 teams go down, possibly 3, but they do have a playoff. Guys, do you think the Premier League should do somewhat of a playoff for the relegation zone? That'll be interesting. That'll be really interesting. But you go straight down if you place 18th there. So Dijon looks like they're already relegated. Seems like they can't get. Yeah, they can't survive. They really can't survive. They have 15 points. So that's it for Ligue 1. Let's take a look at Liga Noche. Let's take a look at Liga Noche and see what's going on here. Liga Noche, the Primera Liga. Sporting CP on top of the league. They do have 34 games like the Bundesliga. 8 matches to go. 66 points, dropped points in their last 2 games. It could be very costly as Porto have won all 5 of their last games and Benfica has done the same thing as well. And Sporting, the other teams are keeping ground. They're picking up ground. But the beauty about Sporting here, they have been unbeaten all season, which is simply ridiculous. I should have checked the top scorers in the other leagues, but I forgot. It is all good. But Sporting, man, this team is looking good. This team is looking good. Just take a look at this team really quick, man. Family Sao, they picked up a 1-1 draw. Let's take a look at this team right here. Pedro Gonçalves, he has been the breakout player this season, stepping up after the departure of Bruno Fernandes, and he's been good. The former Atletico Madrid goalkeeper Adan in goal. I didn't even realize that. Sebastian Coates, Uruguayan international. Joao, I think his name is Joao. This guy is Joao Paulinho. You know, Pedro Porro has made his international debut for the Spain national team. He's a Man City loanee at Sporting. Nuno Mendes, though, is the guy that I want to talk about. You see this kid, man? Nuno Mendes, man. Man City, buy, please, I beg you. We need a new left back. Bring in Nuno Mendes. Bring him in. I didn't even realize that Joao Mario went back to Sporting. I didn't even know that. That is good. Paulinho, upcoming players here. So, look, man. Big up to the boy Gustavo Asuncao. Ooh, Gustavo Asuncao, my boy here. Gustavo Asuncao, who I'm using in my my FIFA stream. That's, you know, Gustavo right there. You know what I mean? He played for Family Sao. He's only 21. Gustavo Asuncao, man. The game says that he's going to be a legendary player, you know. So, you know, just discovering a few players there. Really good CDM. City, by him. Ruben Vinaga, the Wolves man as well. Play for Family Sao. So, Sporting doing the damn thing, guys. What are your thoughts here on Sporting? What are your thoughts on Sporting? Sporting unbeaten, man. They could go they could be invincibles, you know, in the Liga NOS this season. So outside the top 3, there's Braga, Pacos Ferreira, Vitória, Santa Clara, Moreirense, Portimonense, Gil Vicente, Tondela, Rio Ave, Family Sao, B, SAD, Boa Vista, Maritimo, Farense, Nacional rounds off the relegation zone. So, you know, I don't know much about a lot of these teams in the league, but, you know, that's it for the Portuguese league. And the last league that we're going to check out, we're not going to go deeper than this. We're really not going to go deeper than this. The last league that we're going to check out is the English Championship, where we're going to check out who's coming up. Who's coming up, man? Norwich City for sure is going to come up. Norwich City is going to come up. And guys, don't forget, if you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up video, please do so. The thumbs up video, the thumbs up button. Smash it. Norwich City have been on fire. Watford as well. Watford went down to the championship and said, we're not playing no games with y'all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you when we get relegated again. See you, but bye-bye. Watford and Norwich are going to come up. Watford are going to play second, in my opinion. Norwich are going to win the championship. Swansea in the playoff spot along with Brentford, Bournemouth, and Barnsley. It seems like these teams could really, really secure the playoff spots. Reading, just outside, are the closest threats. So it's only Reading are the only team that could jump in the playoff spots here. And 3 teams will come up. And we know these are the 3 teams that might come up to the Premier League, guys. There's going to be one of Norwich, Watford. Well, Norwich and Watford will come up. But who's going to join them? Swansea, Brentford, Bournemouth, or Barnsley? I would love if Brentford get promoted to the Premier League for the first time. I would love to see them in the Premier League. They play very, very, very expansive style of football. Bournemouth, 5 wins in their last 5. Seems like they're picking up some serious steam. And, you know, Barnsley, You know, I think Daryl DK plays for them, and he has been on fire. You know, look at this. Look at that. Daryl DK. Another goal. He has been really good for them, man. You know, so Barnsley could be promoted to the Premier League too. You know, you never know. You never know. So outside the Premier League, though, outside the top 6, there's Reading, Cardiff, Millwall, Middlesbrough, QPR, Stoke, Luton Town, Bristol City, Nottingham Forest, Preston North End, Blackburn Rovers, Coventry, Birmingham, Huddersfield, and we got Derby County just outside the relegation zone. In the relegation zone, there's Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday, and Wycombe Wanderers. So Wycombe, if you pick up some wins, you could actually survive, you know, but that was Wycombe's first time in the championship, and it seems like they would go right back down, you know what I mean? But I feel Derby has to be very careful they don't go back down. They were in the freaking playoff a couple seasons ago with Frank Lampard. So that would do it. That would do it for the championship. And that would do it for today's live stream. So I do appreciate everybody turning up for yet another one. Thriller saying I want to see Blackburn Rovers back up in the Prem, former champion, led by Kenny Dalglish. Look, fallen giant, man. Fallen giant. So yeah. Jersey boy, thanks for popping up again. Thanks for popping up to the stream again. Everybody in here, thanks for showing up again. 2 hours, 40 minutes. It has been a good one. Thanks to the loyal ones. You know, appreciate it. And it was fun doing another one. So let's see what the weekend, you know, has in store for us. Hopefully we got some good games. We got a game coming up between Tottenham and Everton today. And I hope you guys enjoy your weekends. Stay safe. You know, join us later on Dominic Rich Gaming for, you know, the gaming live stream where we will look to end the season today. I think we could end the season today, maybe. And we just won the Carabao Cup over there. We did get knocked out of the FA Cup, but we are guaranteed European football next season for sure. I think we will make the Champions League next season, and we will do one last season of Santos where we will start thinking about what we're gonna move on to next. I'll think about it, and I'll think about what I'm gonna do next though. So guys, I do appreciate it. You know, thanks for coming through again. Antoine, Palomo, Thriller, Dupe, Dane, Jersey Boy, AD, Formidables, Ricky Swift, Adam the Great, everybody who came through, man. You know, who else is in here? I think you guys are the only ones in here right now. But if I'm not calling your name, sorry. But thanks for coming back again. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. You know, continue to support the channel. There's a lot of content on the channel that you probably haven't watched. Go check it out. I mean. And once again, it's been a pleasure doing this. So from your boy Dominic Rich, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.